hack to get concurrent viewers is not currently working. I've only got one concurrent viewer, which is probably me on YouTube Verticals, but that's okay. Welcome back, everyone. You'll be surprised to find out I've already got the game loaded. Oh, I turned it down. Hang on. Because I didn't want to hear it the whole frickin' time. It's so fucking loud, and there's no way to, like, mute it in-game. We're gonna play a bit of this. Maybe I'll play some GTA later. I don't know. But I wanted, like... Yeah, dude. The, Switch mod is awesome. What the hell is this? Uh-oh.
What's going on? We're all getting a forced transmission.
Forced transmission?
This is a video of Chief Sumeragi.
What the fuck? This is Scarlet.
We were
Nexus.
sent to Earth, our motherland, in order to reduce the human population on the moon. Not only that, they created the extinction belt and sealed the colonists on Earth. After much hardship, Yakumo Sumeragi created New Himuka and came to a decision that someday we would destroy the extinction belt and attack the moon. We inherited Yakumo Sumeragi's will, and we must exact our revenge on the moon. Revenge? That's what Yakumo wanted? Yes. It is our destiny to fulfill the Founding Father's wishes. It is that very reason New Himuka exists.
You're kind of coming in on the middle of a plot. That's
even if it's just a normal person's brain, like, with thousands, tens of thousands connected together, your brain functions will expand.
Is it really? What the fuck? Why is it so damn loud? It shouldn't be. Let me see this again. Oh, you know why? Hold on. I know why. I turned down the audio in here, so if I turn that back up... No, that's not it. That's... What the fuck? That's recording. So it should be... No, that's recording. What is going on? It shouldn't be this quiet. Is it really that bad? Hang on.
By connecting
okay,
so
hold up.
many
We're testing. Is it really that loud? Why the fuck? Dude, what the fuck is going on, man? Testing. Oh! No, it's... I mean, the game is loud, but I think it might be Astro. There we go. If I... up the mic a bit, that should. I was having a problem. Testing. Is that a little louder? I don't know. Let's try it out.
New Himuka's military strength will increase rapidly.
Why is this? I don't know. That sounds pretty good. The problem I had is there was some weird bug or something with Discord. I don't know now if it's a bug or not, but I fixed it, so... It was picking up a bunch of shit. And this was picking up a bunch of shit, but Windows itself wasn't showing anything picked up, so...
Connecting civilians to SAS.
Oh, we should be good now. Yeah, it looks a lot better.
Can endure that kind of pain. Whether or not they can endure it,
Discord's a fucking...
The only thing we need
to topple. I've been and here's the thing, right? I know it's like the trendy thing to say that Discord needs to die right now. I have been saying that for years, damn near close to a decade. When was the Trust in YIF thing? Discord cubbing incident. When did that happen? The Discord, was it really that late? I thought it was like 2017. I think I joined in 2017 on Discord. Before that, I pretty much exclusively used Skype. Maybe 2016. I don't know when I joined because Discord banned my original fucking account for no fucking reason. even before that, and that was really the first point where I said Discord is a shitty service that needs to die. Shut up! Stop texting me! So the Discord, according to AI, the Discord cubbing incident refers to a 2019 controversy where the platform was heavily criticized for its lax policies regarding cub content. Here's the thing. This doesn't account for the full issue. Well, I mean, they weren't pedophile. You could say pedophile, you know. I'm not going to ban you for saying the word pedophile. You know, that needs to be adjusted just a bit. I'm not going to ban you for saying pedophile. Like, I know we've got this conditioning, this social conditioning going on where, oh my God, can't say pedophile, can't say child porn. Child porn I understand because it's like, oh, I'm going to set off a trigger at an FBI, but are you? Are you really? Like, watch this. Port, cloud, 9/11, airport, bomb an airport, port, 9/11, cloud. I just said, like, how many of the words, I think cloud, I don't know. I'm quoting loosely, internet comment etiquette. Dude, watch this. Ready? Ready? Say it with me now. PEDOPHILE. I had to make sure it wasn't F, because I'm stupid. Pedophile. Ta-da! And nothing happened. But like child porn, suicide, homicide. What are some of the other ones we say? Rape. Can't say rape. Watch this. Ready? Oh no. Oh no. Nobody cares. So yes, as long as you're being civil, feel free to say whatever words you want in my chat. I kindly ask that you refrain from using the N-word, though. That Twitch will get pissy about. But pedophile, rape, fuck, shit, ass, motherfucker. Honestly, I don't care if you say faggot. Try not to say it too much. Don't just say it because you can, but like, I really don't care. Twitch will eventually, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I say retarded in my streams all the time. Yeah, don't send me Valentine's Cadeau anymore. It's not okay. It's just not. It's just not okay. But yeah, no, you can say pedophile, you can say rape, you can say suicidal ideation. You don't have to say SI. You can say sexual assault. You're not gonna trigger. I've turned down the hateful language and swearing bots. I did turn up the ones that are for spam, which is funny because I'm finding out it is basically useless. It is useless. It doesn't keep spam out. I still get people that are pretending to be people that are interested in selling me art. But I digress. And I still get ads for Stream Boo. Yeah, don't go to Stream View. That boo. It's view botting and it's stupid and this isn't an advertisement for it. Oh, you're so cool. How do I be that cool? But yeah, no. So shit. Now what was I saying about? Oh yeah. Something about Discord being pedophiles. So they weren't pedophiles specifically. And I mean, you could argue they were because they were endorsing cub content, which I think is creepy. But in the same breath, there are people that will find lolly content creepy, and I can respect that. It is kind of creepy. I am not a lolly person. I find them or cunny, as some people seem to call it. I don't know if there's a difference. I really don't care to know. By drinking and watching porn while slowly losing your grip on reality. I am not into that stuff. But I also don't think that to say that being a furry, to say that being into even to say that being a furry makes you will slowly turn you into a zoophile. To say that uh being into cub content will slowly turn you into a zoophile and or pedophile. To say that lolly content will make you into a pedophile is on the same branch here as saying playing Grand Theft Auto and running over hookers is going to make you a violent person. It's bullshit. They've been peddling that same bullshit for years. And the fact that there are people that will argue that will argue against who's that guy from the Grand Theft Auto controversy? GTA guy arguing about violent video games being bad. And we are hitting the pendulum is swinging the other way when it comes to I didn't want to get into a political discussion, but here we are. There was a specific man who is known for Jack Thompson. That was his name. Jack Thompson. I mean, yeah, I'm going to judge you, but that's life. You get judged for everything you do. I'm judged probably for having this bright and colorful background with blue and pinks and all that. You know, that's a pretty tranny kind of looking background. I'm sorry if that offended people, but I'm not mincing words here. That looks like trans positive. And hey, you know, to be fair, I don't hate trans people. I'm not trans, but like, you know, I also use a female VTuber model, which is also a little weird, and people will judge me for that, but that's okay because that's on them. I think it's funny. I think it's, you know, the whole idea is like Panda's been something that's linked to my channel for a long ass time, going back to the original Ranma bridge that I started many, many years ago. Um, and you know, funny anime girl voiced by a guy. Ha 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 ha. Okay, let's tone down on the edge there. Like, you know, I know you're not like a hateful person, but like, I mean, I'll be honest, fully and perfectly honest. I think there's too many fucking people, and the less people that dude, just don't dig the hole, man. Um, I'll be perfectly honest. I think there's too many fucking people in the world, and I think there's no way getting around that. The world is not able to support the amount of people that are currently living at the level that they are for the amount of you know, like it's kind of like when people say, "Well, we want everybody to be equal," but there's always going to be somebody that's going to have to make smartphones, mine the ore in places like Africa for the precious metals, and and they can't get a smartphone and get paid a living wage that allows them to buy a smartphone. We can't have both. It doesn't work like that. Don't please. Seriously, dude. Like all this shit is lined up in my chat, so like people can go back and see. Listen, sometimes you just got to keep shit to yourself. All right? I will respect a lot of people with a lot of different opinions. I ain't going to ban someone for having a different opinion, but if you say something stupid, I will call you out on it. I I had a friend who was in the Air Force and was trans, and it's like, but he was I shouldn't say he. I guess that's disrespectful. But I always knew him as a he, and I knew him very limited time as a she before we parted ways. Uh, so there always kind of been a he to me. But he was a really chill guy, and we got along well. And then he disappeared. You know, we kind of lost connection for a bit because I went to nursing school. Came back after nursing school and had a few classes, and I saw, well, at that point, her. And it's funny, I didn't realize it was the same person at first. But they were very, very chill. And, like, I have respect for them because they were the same person that was always my friend. They were just hotter. I kid. But no, they were still the same chill person. They weren't an asshole about being trans. And it's like, you can be trans and not be a fucking asshole, you know? And I don't like to paint with broad strokes, especially on something like that, because people are already oversensitive about the whole trans thing. You know, oh well, you know, but I am gonna say the word tranny because oh, it's a slur. Well, I don't fucking care. It's only a slur if you make it a slur, and there's only one slur that I am really more hesitant to say, and that is the N word. Because I mean, I will say it, but very sparingly. And only amongst certain company that are that understand, right? Like I don't know. I that said, I don't within a certain amount, I don't believe it's right to say you can't say it, you know? Like I mean, go up to a black man who's saying it to his friends with the A and be like, "Oh, well that's racist." No, you wouldn't. But in the same breath, you know, it's to me it's dumb to sit there and mince, you know, but it's also a matter of respect, you know? So, yeah, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like there isn't history behind it. Um and I suppose you can call me hypocritical for not doing the same for saying faggot and retard, but in the same breath, um where do you draw the line at that point? When does a word, you know, oh, there's so many words that are used to fat. Well, fat is used to insult fat people, so we shouldn't be allowed to say fat anymore. And there are people that will push that narrative, and I think that's insanity. So there is a certain line. The N word being, but I look at it more as a gradient. The N word's way up here. We don't really say the N word, right? Fat is way down here. And somewhere in the middle are all the other fun words that we will say sometimes. And if you go back onto my YouTube way back, there was a clip where I said, and I'm gonna say it now because fuck it. What did you say, nigga? And I was quoting the Boondocks as a joke, and it was fun. You know what? It wasn't funny, but only because I didn't commit to it. I kind of like trailed off because I'm like, oh shit, that's not good. But it's there. You can go find it, and I'm not gonna erase it because I said it, you know. And it's not from a place of racism. It's like going back to Xbox Live. Honestly, they were kind of dumb because they said it out of edgelordness, and I don't know, man. I'm 30 years old. I don't need to be a fucking edgelord. But in the same breath, I don't think it's right, this society that we mince words and tiptoe around things, you know? Like, you know, yeah, we should be respectful, but to say one group needs to tiptoe around another is disrespectful to that group, right? There should be a mutual level of respect. It's not, well, I can do whatever I want because I'm a minority group, you know? And yes, in the same breath, you have to respect that there is a certain level of, oh, I don't know. Listen, you can send it to me on DMs, worst case scenario. But I'm not gonna I don't know. I'm not gonna like over like you like, oh well, we invented it, so technically, nah, it's not that simple. But it is in the same breath that like you gotta balance, you gotta find a balance, and I like my balance, and that's a pretty self-centered way to look at it. Prison was for homicide. I would call him the N-word. He called me slurs. We were fine. But one day another black guy called him the N-word, and he almost beat. Yeah, you know what? Hey! Stream boo my balls, Mr. Garrison. I guess. I don't know. It's confusing. Um, but yeah, no. So I think that we need to I think there's a big difference between using respectful language and having respect for your fellow human being, and I think the latter is much more important than the former. But the former plays into the latter. So you wouldn't swear in a job interview, right? Like, we can agree there, right? And this is a genuine question towards you, but also towards anyone else who's watching to consider. That isn't in the chat because maybe this is down the line. Oh, okay. No, that's what I figured. I figured if you were in for homicide, you wouldn't be on Twitch right now. But who knows? Swedes are really Getting relaxed in their laws. Um, but I ask you, would you swear in a job interview? No, you wouldn't. Why? Because there's a certain set of. We don't need to get into your past if you don't want to. And honestly, I don't want to play therapist right now because this has gone way off of the tangent long enough. But I do kind of feel like I need to finish it because um, if I don't, people will have the wrong idea about me possibly. Because, like I said, I think it's important to show respect for your fellow man. Um, but in the same breath, we have to. Yeah, you have. Part of that is using proper terminology. And like, okay, I go up to some black people on the street and I say the N word. First off, they don't know me, I don't know them. Instantly, that's probably like. There's only a few reasons you would do that. One, you're racist, or two, and in my opinion, more likely, um, you just want to get a rise out of people. In which case, congratulations, you got punched in the face. That is technically a response, right? Like, you can't then be like, oh, why are you so mean to me? Why'd you punch me in the face? That's wrong, bro. Dude, you just went up to them and said the N-word. Like you said, actions, consequences. There's you gotta nothing exists in a vacuum, and I feel like so many people will put things into a vacuum for argument's sake. Um, I mean, I don't know, man. You do you. I ain't going into a fight over saying the N-word to some random stranger. That's not a fight that I want to have. Physical or verbal. It's stupid. It's you know, we it feels like with the internet, we've gotten to this hyper argumentative state and everyone has to like, "Oh, well, um actually, no, actually nothing. Use your fucking brain. You don't do that. It's really that simple." Like it's kind of like with chemistry. Everyone will get confused because, okay, well, the chemistry laws say this, but this happens, and it's like, yeah, because the laws were made to try and explain what was observed, but they're not absolute. The thing that's absolute is what happens in reality. So, in reality, yeah, the N word is a touchy word, but in the same breath, sometimes you say it among friends. We all do it. At least the majority of us, I do it. Even people who will say vehemently, I do not say the N word. I guarantee you they have friends that but maybe they don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe those hyper moral people that will virtue signal are actually try to live up to that standard. At least as far as the N word's concerned. But I'm sure there are other things that they fail to reach. But it's one of those things where it's like, you know, we we so it's not like I grew up in my time, through the 2000s mostly, as a kid, and I was not a vulgar kid. I wasn't vulgar until like 2010s. Like even in the mid late 2010s. But like I don't even want to say calling people faggot was normal. Like I feel like people call people faggots more now than they did in my hit to my like from my memory. Like the N word was big in the late 2000s on Xbox Live, but even then it wasn't like shocking, so it didn't really feel like it was that big because people just said it and it was just it wasn't even part of the culture. It was just people being edgelords, and it's like people will clutch their pearls and it's like who cares? They want that reaction. So if it bothers you that much, my recommendation, don't pay attention to them, just block them. And that's what we used to be told. Um and retard was more accepted, I'd say, than faggot in my time. Um and that is probably the least offensive of those big three, we'll say. And as someone who's autistic, if the worst thing you can call me is a retard, you're pretty damn retarded yourself. You like come on, buddy. God already got me there. You got to pick a better fruit. Um, but that's neither here nor there. And I won't subject people that didn't, I shouldn't say didn't ask for it, but like, you're not going to subject people. Part of respecting other people is, and these are all observations that were built into laws, same thing as chemistry, as I stated earlier. I'm not going to subject people to something that they didn't ask for, right? Like, I'm not going to just do that to random people. But I say it here. And you may say, well, Rage, how is that fair? Because there are people that might be watching that might not want to be subjected to that. Well, here's the thing. The ad starts in 48 seconds. We're going to snooze that for a minute. People who come here and watch my stream, such as you, do it of their own volition. They come in here and I exist, and I think I make it pretty clear if you go into my Twitch. Let's see here. I'm going to open it up. Because I think I have a rules. I know I have something that comes up. But my rules are really, really simple. Don't be a dick. Rule number 1, don't be a dick. Rule number 2, see rule number 1. Here they are, rules. Rules are simple. I'm fine with some shit talking and ball busting, keeping it good fun. If someone generally get upset, dial it back. And if you tell me, hey, Rage, I really, really don't like that word, I will probably, in all honesty, dial it down. I'll kind of be like, dude, you might be in the wrong stream then. But I'll probably dial it down while I see you in chat. Like, if I see you coming in here and, in the future, I'm probably still going to say it here and there. And I don't say it just because I can. Like, that's just rude in of itself. But, like, if somebody came in and said, yo, I find that really uncomfortable, and I love you, but I don't like that word, I'll probably dial it back because, hey, I'm a people pleaser. What can I say? And that's part of respecting people and their wishes. But this is also... yeah, no, go fuck yourself. But this is also kind of a mask off space for me, if that makes sense. Like, I I spend a lot of time in my day, being autistic. There's this, there's a lot of effort put into fitting in, especially me. I like to please people. I like to fit in. I like to meet expectations. So it's nice to come home and just relax and just be me. Or not even be me, so much as be at the other side of me that I don't get to let out as much, and just, be candid and not have to worry necessarily about mincing words. And I still kind of mince words anyway, because that's just me. But okay, some people are like, oh, I can't talk about, I got to fight against the need to talk about something with politics or something. And I will talk about politics. And I don't want to make it about the whole stream, but again, I don't want to feel like I have to fight what I want to talk about or who I want to talk about, or, I want to respect people, but, like, that's part of it. Dude, you just say some dumb shit sometimes. So that's the thing. It's like, if somebody bothers you, if somebody's like you're like gnawing at someone, I probably will tell you to stop. But even if I don't, you as the individual getting bothered can just block them. I'm pretty sure Twitch has a timeout. I'm pretty sure there's a way you can, like, no, there isn't. Interesting. Oh, yep, there is. You hit the little 3 dots, and it says block, Woodland Rapist. Problem solved. So if his name really bothers you, you can block him. So that's kind of how I run things. And it's like, I try to respect people, but it is also, you're coming into my space, and if it really, and I'll try to fit it for whoever's in chat, whoever's hanging around, because that, fit the stream to the people watching. But, like, you're going to come into VODs and you might see something you don't like. And if it really bothers you, like, really eats at you, like, how can this guy do that? Honestly, you're probably just going to leave anyway. So it's like, that's who I am, I'm a nice guy. At least I like to think I am. I don't exist just to antagonize people. And I feel like other people should do the same, we should just, you can be friends with people you don't 100% or even 50% agree with. I'll be honest, Woodland, I don't 100% agree with you. I think you're a little edgy, but I'm still your friend. Like, hey, on some level you're the company you keep, but anyway. So Jack Thompson is what I was talking about. Real quick before this next ad comes up, because once the next ad rolls, we're gonna go back to the game. Jack Thompson was a guy who said that, oh well, he crusaded against Grand Theft Auto franchise because if you play violent video games, you're going to be violent. So saying cub content or lolly content, that's the same. It will make you like those things. That is the same argument in me. So I always found that stupid that people that would be against Jack Thompson can agree and think that. But that was the thing. It wasn't just cub content. It was the fact that Discord banned lollies. It is technically banned to put lolly content on Discord. People still do all the time in servers, but cub content is okay, and I think they eventually went back on the whole cub content thing. But that was Discord's trust in Yift team, and I think that's why they removed they just made all the moderation AI, because otherwise they have to worry about that issue again. And we're coming up to an ad, and as soon as the ad breaks, we're going to... It was the staff. That was the thing. They were furries. They were fucking furries, so... But that doesn't mean just because you hired shitty staff doesn't mean you can just fire them and, you're about to lose this, so I'm just going to warn you. Fire them and say, okay, so, we're just going to have AI do all the moderation, because now you get modern-day Discord. And even when that happened, I said, yo, Discord maybe needs a replacement. Like I was like, shit. This is the kind of people moderating Discord that's bad. I think my first real call that Discord needed to just die, though, was when I got banned for the first time. And just out of nowhere, you're banned. And then it happened again, you're banned. I'm on my third account. I got limited for a while, and then I got like a limited for a day for out of nowhere. And it's like, dude, I've been saying for years now, since probably about 2019, that Discord is no good. They take a very shitty approach to moderation. At best it's biased, at worst it's just AI. Like, I've seen people that will ban people from very large servers, underage girls, and then say, hey, if you send me feet pics, I'll unban you. Draconian feet. So they'll outright, like, say we need to ban, CSAM violators and pedophiles, and it's like, no, you need to do that, but what you're actually doing is you're banning random people who are just using Discord but saying slightly mean words, maybe, or something, because they got reported, but you're letting these pedophiles go. Because it really... Discord is such a fucking mess, and the ID thing is just... Speaking of which, let me see how Stoat's doing. Nobody's joining the other. What the fuck is that profile picture? Of course. Oh yeah, no, you can't. You're never going to reverse a ban with Discord. You can try. They're a pain in the ass, man. It sucks. I kind of wish they were bought by Microsoft, because I feel like if they were, Microsoft would have thrown them in a corner and just let it exist in the background and make them money, more or less. Because with Skype, they didn't police it at all. It really didn't. And Skype was better for it, in my opinion. Sure, Discord is a lot more feature-rich. I like Discord as a piece of software. It's more or less... I like how it looks. It's, what the fuck? honeyx.com. What the fuck are you posting in my chat? Hello? What the fuck? What is this? What the fuck? Dude. Androgenic PSL 6.5 failed nose max victim has declared a full mog off again. What the fuck is this? Halal having another schizo attack. Like that shit means nothing to me, man. What the fuck are you on about? All right, I think we're back. So
Brains. Actually, it would be best to eliminate their pesky personalities. Stop
what?
it! People aren't a means to an end. Yakumo Sumeragi is alive.
Who?
He is asleep, deep beneath Suo. Even now.
Oh, it looks like Yuito came through. This was our plan, to send out... Yakumo Sumeragi's wish? He wasn't the kind of man to seek vengeance at the expense of the... So Seiron wants to keep the extinction belt, because if it disappeared...
This could be bad. People are just going to panic now that they know.
Guys, don't let the video distract you. I'm getting other...
Oh boy, we got an boss fight.
How did they get so close to us?
Because you were paying attention to the video.
It's up to you.
Using the Shida.
Aim for that spot.
Whoa, I didn't see it coming because of the forced broadcast.
Haruka saved
Yeah, pay
us.
attention.
Let's clean this up.
All this water does nothing for my good looks.
The liquid in that tank on its back.
Ah,
Looks
shit.
a lot like water. Tough water
Because
attacks
it
are
is.
pretty annoying. Is there anything we can do?
Oh my lord, stop.
Leave it to me.
Come on. Come on. What the fuck does L2 do?
The forced broadcast means Yuito was successful. I still wonder about Kurino. I hope Yuito platoon got away from him safely. Now, Kasane.
There we go.
I'm pulling it. Watch out.
Okay, that was perfect,
Using the
Kasane.
Shida. I'm off.
There we go.
It was thanks to my power.
Kasane.
It's working. Focus on that spot.
There. Just as I thought.
Oh my god, dude, you say some of the weirdest shit.
Use it well.
It's hard to move when you're wet.
I'm not done yet.
Kasane, a platoon member is in danger.
We can't give up.
There we go.
Now,
There
Kasane,
we go.
drop the tarp.
Oh shit! Fucking water gun.
Run, youngster!
If I pull it down,
Okay, that was perfect, Kasane.
leave it to me.
Kasane, the enemy is stunned and can't move.
Halal does. See if you can get Halal to join the stream, dude.
That seems to be the spot.
Time to fight back.
I'm rooting for you.
Blade Joker.
Nice. The enemy doesn't see us. Time for stealth.
There we go. This game's a little wonky at times, but it's a ton of fun. Fuck. Fuck. Motherfucker.
Are you okay?
Yeah, sometimes they do randomly revive you.
Thanks. Sorry for the trouble.
Too slow.
Yeah, I'm not answering that question. You can,
Give it to me, Arashi. Using the Shiden.
It's work.
There we go.
There. Just as I thought.
Freaking focus on that spot.
Shit, I fucked up. I don't want to do that just yet. Especially because he jumps upwards. I don't think I can hit him.
I can't waste time.
You're gonna stop me? The trash needs to be taken out.
There. There we go.
Here. You have.
I mean, it's really simple though. Like, don't be a dick,
That was a
you
great
know?
attack.
You don't have to, yeah. Oh, well, if you have to find a funky way to justify it, you're probably wrong. That's my... Like, we shouldn't need rules for this shit, you know? Like, we shouldn't need to, like someone asks, well, when can I say the N-word? Dude. If you can't say that, if you need that, if that's your question, right? You can't figure out when it's good, you probably aren't socially skilled enough to be throwing it out there. Yeah, well, go be stupid on somebody else's time. You know? It's really that simple. Like, and the problem is, I feel like 90% of people are just using stupidity as a shield to just be an asshole. You know, like I don't understand it, which sucks because it's like, okay, then you have people that are genuine. Like, what was it? I had somebody like be like, how do you not know what Pride Boys is? I'm like, because I don't fucking spend my whole... Is it the Pride or Proud Boys? I don't even remember. But it was those fucking... It's like a bunch of cosplayers that LARP as like a militia. They LARP as like a militia. Like, oh, we're gonna restore... They're like neo-Nazis. They're not really neo-Nazis. They're just... And I don't know how accurate this is, but like they seem like they're actually alt-right. Like actually... Nah, but like, dude, you've known right and wrong since you were 4 years old, right? And the problem is people have spent so much... Part of it is the other side, that people have spent so much time trying to be... Like, oh, well, you can't spread your legs on a fucking subway because you have balls, because, oh, that's man-spreading. Shut the fuck up. Nobody fucking actually cares. But you hear this shit constantly, so it's like... Great, you know? What can I do? Oh, well... Dude, I was in high school, and I made a joke with... I think it was to a teacher, even. We had really chill teachers, but, like... And this was kind of before the real rise of, like, left and right shit. It was, I made a joke I found online. I was like, what's Bruce Lee's favorite drink? What-ha? And I've said this story before. That's the joke. And they go, that's racist. And I'm like, no, it's not. And they're like, yeah, you said what-ha, which is a very stereotypical thing, and it's Bruce Lee. And I ask you, how is it racist? Is it racist because Bruce Lee's Asian? Because that is a race. But, like, why is it racist to say, well, Asian people don't say what? Well, why would that be racist? And your thought is, well, it assumes that Asian people are good at martial arts. Okay, but Bruce Lee's whole career was around martial arts. It's like saying it's racist to assume Jackie Chan does karate or martial art. Okay, maybe karate, but martial arts. No, Jackie Chan does martial arts. You know? The joke is, hey, Bruce Lee's a martial artist. What-ha? Oh, well, that's racist. Because, what? Because, did I take my eyes and do this and go, chicka chicka chong chong, peace song, coke? No, I didn't. Okay, I just did, but that's beside the point. No, I didn't do that. I didn't squeeze my eyes. I didn't go, I didn't make a Chinese joke. I made a joke about martial arts, of which we know Bruce Lee does. That is his career. Is it kind of dumb? Yes. But it's not racist. But that's the thing. We've got it's not even, I don't even say hypersensitivity. It's people telling people that this is bad and you should feel bad. So nobody even seems to know what right and wrong is anymore after 10 years of this bullshit. So it's no wonder when people, swing the pendulum the other way, it becomes a bunch of hyper-religious nutjobs saying video games and porn are the devil again, like it's the 70s. And, because for the past 10 years, we've had people that are hypersexualized. Hang on a sec. That are, people that are hypersexualized, telling you about everything that's wrong and is racist and stuff you thought was okay. So maybe saying the N-word isn't wrong. And yeah, it's kind of wrong. But, no one's gonna fucking castrate you for it. And I don't think they should. If you're being a racist, yeah, you should be treated like an asshole. And even then, actual racists shouldn't be ostracized like the way we do right now. Because what you've done is you've pushed them out of society with other racists who are going to band together in an echo chamber and become racist together. That might then one day bite you in the ass as they try to, I don't know, run for president. You haven't done anything but push the can down the road. And don't tell me that these people will be like, well, they will talk to race. Yeah, they don't do this because that's what they do. I've seen them. Oh, well, I won't talk to a racist. And fine, I can understand not wanting to talk to a racist, but people think that they should be ostracized. But the problem is, you've just written somebody off from society, and nothing ever good comes from writing people off from society. You're not exactly much better than the racists themselves at that point. What you need to do is you need to understand, and it can be frustrating, and not everyone's built for it, but you have to understand why they're racist. And work with them on some level. Slowly inch them back to sanity. Like actual racists, people that believe in eugenics, and it's like, well, no. That's not exactly how it works, They don't really have a different skull shape, at least no different. Everyone's got probably a little different. Look at my head. It's all squared off. It's different from some other guys. That doesn't make my brain smaller. They have the same capacity for thought as anybody else. That's understood by science now. Eugenics has been debunked pretty thoroughly. So helping them understand that, and also recognizing that if you just confront them, you're not doing anything. You're just going to make them dig in. But you can't just write them off from society because you're not accomplishing anything. You're just making the problem worse, ultimately, in the long run. So, food for thought. It doesn't have to be you, but if you're calling for actual racists, to be removed from society, you are, you're making more problems than you're solving. So, interesting little thought for you. There was something else before I get back to it. Can't remember shit. shit. I can't remember what it was. But, like, now we're at a point where, like, denying statistics that are important to medical research. Like, I'm waiting for the day somebody says it's racist to assume that black people could have sickle cell. Like, yeah, okay, not every black person has sickle cell, but that is something that, as a medical professional, you need to be on the lookout for. But it's genuinely got to the point of insanity where I wonder if we're... I don't think we are at this point, because, to be fair, because, it's kind of swinging the other way. But, I remember what I was going to say. Because someone will clap back with the whole eugenics and be like, well, why do you see more black people being... I'm going to say acting the fool, to keep it simple. And to that end, we need to remember to not mix biology with culture. And to that end, there are plenty of things that white people do that are pretty... again, it's not... Racism, the way I was always taught, racism is assuming, among other things, obviously, but it's assuming that all people are X. Stereotypes are a lot of people do that, and it's important to remember the distinction that this is a common thing, but it's not universal. So, like, you know, and I'll be honest, I don't think it's right that you have all these black people that act like fools and idiots. You know, clout chasing maybe, and white people clout chase too, but like, it's so common that I remember there was a time where Twitter people were saying you cannot use black GIFs to, like, because they're funny. People would use GIFs of black people on Twitter as reaction, like doing funny faces, like, you know, or something like that. Because, it's funny, you know, and the black people make all these funny faces. And somebody said, well, that's blaxploitation. So obviously, there's a cultural element there, because you just admitted that's a black thing, right? And it's not all black people, but it's, you know, so, again, the fact that I have to mince words so much it shows as a problem, you know? I mean... Anti-African. Okay, I see. And I mean... Like, here's my thing. Originally, I would say things because it's like, oh, well, people know what I mean, right? And I realize people don't know what I mean. People don't... Like I jokingly say, you know, we was gang, you know, but people don't understand. Like, you say that and people go, oh, you know, but... Like, we know that black people can be just as upstanding as white people. Like, right? But then, I don't think everybody understands that. There's an example I thought of this. Somebody said something, and I'm like, holy shit, people can be that stupid. Well, I'm gonna use a simpler non-racist example. Not race-based, I should say, example, not racist. People will watch firefighter TV shows like 911 or Station 19, oh my god, and think that that's really how firefighting is worked, that we're going to use a bag of sea collars as a landmine clearing device. That was a thing from one of the episodes of 911 Lone Star. And no, we are not going into an active minefield. That is above my experience. I'm calling the county, and they're going to send out a unit that can do that. They probably go to the nearest army base and say, hey, we need an EOD unit to come out. And that's what's going to happen. I am not walking out in a minefield. I don't care if someone's femoral artery is bleeding. They're going to have to learn how to staunch it. I'll explain it the best I can. I am not walking over there and getting them out, because I'm not dying so that they may live. That's not how firefighting is done. I'm glad you know what I'm talking about. I hate watch it, honestly. I swear the Nashville one, not Nashville, Lone Star is like, It's like they, I always joke, I say, actually, it's secretly genius, because the show is actually about this cult of personality around the captain, who is slowly losing his mind and is being egged on by his crew. As a convicted arsonist. Dude, God himself couldn't get that out of me. Maybe not that bad, but, like, actually, you laugh. There was, my father back in the day had an arsonist that, was going around, and they caught him, and now he lives around the corner from me, apparently. I never met the guy, but I've been told he lives out around us. Okay, yeah, well, don't do that. Setting fires is bad. Stop making me work. But yeah, no, it's one of those things that's like, people actually think that, like, we're going to make an improvised explosive device out of a water heater and send it through your garage door. No, what we're going to do is we're going to get a K-12 saw and we're going to cut through it. Because it's a fucking, it's a garage door. Not reinforced steel. And if it was reinforced steel, a flying water heater isn't going to break through it. So it's like, but people believe this shit. People are genuinely this stupid. My favorite saying is, think of how dumb the average person is, and remember that 50% of them are stupider than that. So I feel like you do have to recognize that there is going to be some misunderstanding when you make generalizations. But in the same breath, generalizations help us categorize. Generalizations help us communicate. So, like, yeah, there's a lot of black people that act like idiots, and it's like, why? And I think it comes down to cultural. I've had my fair share of black friends. One didn't live like this. He was, God, someone's gonna call me a racist. He was not one of the good ones, but like he was a more upstanding, say grace, wash your hands before dinner kind of household. But then there was another friend of mine who I went over, and like, they would laugh when their 2-year-old would say swear words, and it's like, and you wonder where the where some of this attitude comes from. It comes from the way that some people are raised, and you have white people that do that too. It's called white trash. I know a guy who it's not quite the same thing, but I'll tell you the story I know about him. He had a radiator leak in a BMW for a friend that was bought by a drug dealer that this friend was dating. The radiator was leaking. And the story goes, you crack an egg into a radiator leak and it'll seal it up, which is stupid. Don't do that. But he took it a step further and cracked a dozen eggs into the radiator. And then it, he tried to, the egg white crusted around the outside with the lid while the lid was on. So when they tried to take the lid off, it broke the sealing lid for the radiator. Yes, it's generalizations that, I mean, yeah, usually the stuff's based on culture that comes from a race more commonly, but not the race itself. And I think that shit needs to stop, not the like, but it's not going to. It's the same shit that keeps people in the ghetto from rising out of the ghetto. It's that, oh, well, if you get out of the ghetto, you're somehow, hoity-toity, you're looked down upon for wanting better for your life. And that comes from black and white families. I don't know. And people go on about black fatigue and all that. It's like, it's just a word because somebody said it, and somebody and a bunch of other idiots that can't think originally repeated it. I feel like it's always existed. That's the thing. We've got more access to the world than we ever have. And again, that's a dangerous generalization to make. I know you don't mean it, but like, that's the thing. People will think that's a real statement. Yeah, there's a lot of fire. I don't say a lot of fires, but that's a common thing that happens. You'll have arsonists become firefighters because of a hero complex, or just because of a general fondness for fires. And here's the thing about destroying shacks. Oh, they're abandoned. But you can't control that fire. And I've seen how fast fire spreads. It's not proven. It's a theory. Well, is it a right theory? I don't know. But it's not proven. Anyway, oh boy, another ad break. God, Twitch is so annoying. So, my point is though that you know, it's you gotta have some perspective, you know, and it can be difficult when we're so well connected. We think that it feels like the world is ending every day, but people thought the world was ending 50 years ago, 100 years ago. I bet there were people that thought Y1K was going to be the end of the world. Black Plague, you don't think people thought, oh, that was hell. But, you know, my point is, the world has always been in the midst of ending. And I feel like you have to take some... You have to put some perspective into... you have to put some perspective into... Okay. You gotta come in with some perspective and realize that, you know, okay, yeah, it seems bad, but, like, it always seems bad. And sometimes bitching about... Like you can't control it, too. So, like... You know, you just kind of gotta laugh about it and move on. And that's what I do, more or less. It frustrates me. It really does sometimes. And I just try to keep myself sane. It's the most you can do, right? Make sure I save. But looks like we got another witchcraft coming up. So, you know, hold on. Bitch. Oh, let's go see what's going on up here. Oh, there's our ad. Joy. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick while we're in ads, so I will be right back. Sorry, I did say I would be away while the ad break. I guess I said it while the ad break was going. My bad. Sorry about that. I'm gonna grab a drink while we were on ad break. What if the world actually ended and this is purgatory? You know what? If the world ended and this is purgatory, hold on a sec. I'm gonna. Then you. God. If this is purgatory, this is pretty damn. This is a pretty damn nice purgatory. Because hold on a sec. Let me pull this up. Ooh, Albeno. Oh, I think I looked up a picture of Lou Albeno. So, because I got my games, I've got classic Cartoon Network. You guys ready for this? Look at this shit, man. I can't unmute it because then Twitch will have a conniption. But, oh, I can't unmute it because it's
this week.
commercial.
Get
I got my
$8,000 for your
classic
trade,
Cherry Hill
regardless of its condition, or we'll make your first
Only at the Cherry Hill
Erica, why'd you
Triplex.
come down?
I got
took my car to
Powerpuff
3
Girls.
other places,
I got
and no one gave me
anime.
close to $8,000 that I got from the triplex.
$8,000 cash for your trade,
Only South
regardless
Jersey
of its
people will
condition.
know Cherry
Today.
Hill Triplex, man. Honestly, my life is pretty damn good.
What's all the ruckus?
I could chill in my bed. I got my big-ass gaming computer set up with 3 monitors. I need a little... Ooh, this commercial's great.
Pepsi?
You know it don't come easy.
No Coke, huh?
It don't come easy.
Could I get more ice, please?
When getting a little thing like a soft drink starts getting hard,
it
call
don't
this a
come
large.
easy.
come to 7-Eleven, where you'll always get your favorite soft drink fixed by someone who knows just how you like it. You.
Now that's what I call
All a large. Oh, cut him off. The fuck? Buttercup. Buttercup reading The Art of War is fucking hilarious. Dude, just I don't even need drugs, man. I enjoy my life. Oh, I accidentally turned on Plexamp, not browser. The vertical people didn't get a chance to see it. I mean, I got classic Cartoon Network. Here. Unmute it one more time so you guys can see. What more do you want out of life, man? You know, like, life's pretty okay. I could want for more, you know? I could always want for more. I wish I had a 3,500 square foot McMansion. I wish I had an MD and another $1 million on top of it just for slush fund. I wish I had 3,000 games instead of 2,000. There's here, hold on. I'll what the fuck? Steam news. I should be able to. You guys should see it now. Hold on. Can't tell if you guys can see it or not. Hold on. I've never switched the source over before. Yeah, okay, we're just a little behind, that's all. Give me a sec. I put this back. It's hard to do 3 different old. Oh yes, I have that ad. The one where he goes, "Mom! Never mind!" I have that ad. I don't even know if that's actually a racist ad or anything. But so, like, I've got games that I want. I go to my wish list. I want to get Ace Combat 8 when that comes out. Dispatch, Unbeatable. Apparently, this is not a game I should be spending money on, but I'm going to buy it. I want to get the bases. I have the Prepare to Die edition. Not Prepare. What's it called? Edge of Darkness on their launcher. Apparently, if I buy the Steam base model, it'll just transfer over. But Tarkov, dude, look at all the... Look, 3 games I should not be spending money on. But I want them. Yeah, dude. Have you seen the length of my wish list, man? I have a lot of games I want. This actually looks really cool. It's basically Hitman. I think it's even made by IOI. But with the James Bond skin. Looks pretty cool. Oh my god. So yeah, I have a lot of games that I want. But I also own a lot of games. So it's like, if this is really purgatory, we're living pretty good, I'd say. You know, like, if I can do this for the rest of my life, I'd be happy. Like, just never die. Just, I shouldn't say the rest of my life, because I don't mean the rest of my life, but like purgatory is supposed to be, it's not, I don't think it's for eternity. It's, you're only there, I mean, it depends on who you ask. But you're only there until you're judged, until you've served. So like, the idea is, oh, you don't go to hell or heaven. If you're not good, you go through purgatory for a certain amount of time until your soul is cleansed. Exactly. It's not, it's kind of like the placeholder for hell for some people, for some denominations. But my only regret about life is that I can't, like this is great. I can chill. I've got shit tons of games to play, more than I can probably ever play in my lifetime at this point. I feel like my audio's not working. There we go. I can see it at least now. Exactly. It's like you kind of climb the ladder slowly until you finally can reach heaven, basically, is my understanding, according to Dante. It's not so much hell as it is you cleanse your soul, and then you get to go to heaven eventually, if you're not good. But, like, if this is purgatory, dude, I wish I could do this for the rest of my life, for till the end of time, man. I mean, sure, I'm not always happy, but like, dude, I got my LED lights, I got my gaming computer, I got my games, I got more media than I could ever watch, I got more games than I could ever play. Like, and they're not going anywhere, short of I lose a hard drive before I get them in RAID. Or Steam goes under. Like, and even then, if Steam goes under, I just, oh, I want to play this game, and I pirate it and download it. Like, what else could I want from life, in all honesty? I mean, there's always more I could want, but how much can you really ask for? Like, okay, yeah, I want a girlfriend, but like, dude, I live a pretty damn good life. When I finish nursing school, which is a hell of a time, but it's coming to an end. When I finish it, I'm gonna go to work 3 days a week at minimum, right? Dude, the other thing is this is freaking dirty, which sucks. I mean, that's the thing. People go on about that, you know, oh, it's, and yeah, hedonism isn't always everything, you know, you don't want to, without satisfaction, something I've learned is satisfaction is a way of thought, less than something you can just reach through action. That's the thing. You think if you do more, you'll reach satisfaction, but the trick to finding satisfaction, my point, is not to find more from life. It's to reframe your mind. And yeah, I want for more. That's part of what makes life worth living. The reason I want to advance on the corporate ladder, so to speak, the reason I want to make more money is because I want more from life. I want, you know, and I wish if I had a big house, dude, I was seeing this guy's setup earlier. He had a battle station. Let me see if I can pull it up because, it's really cool. I hate to keep, like, derailing, but, like, I like this discussion. I think it's a really cool discussion. Let me go into... I have to go into my Reddit on here, because I don't want to dox myself, but I can show you guys... If I go to my comments, I can find the post, and then I can copy it. Give me a 2 seconds. Battle station. Oh, no, that's monsoon season. Never mind. Hold on. Hold on. This is from earlier today, and I've talked quite a bit today, so... I gotta stop talking on Reddit so damn much. I'm wasting time. Honestly, that's my biggest loss is I'll spend time, more time than I probably should, talking to people, to idiots on Reddit. The cuck couch. I think it's this one. We are going back to Tard mode. Prove my humanity. Hang on, I'm doing a CAPTCHA. Summer Game Fest. Here we go. So, look at this. This is what. Now you can see what I'm talking. The cuck couch. Yeah, sure. I'll probably check it out later. I think this is really cool, this setup. But, in the same breath, it's not a setup I would do, but I'm inspired by it, which is, I'll take that. That's pretty cool. Like, I'm not a figure guy, so, like, they are pretty cool. Like, dude, look at this shit, man. That's crazy. I'm not big, like, I'm also not a big book guy, although those are some pretty cool books. We got a Fire Emblem book. I think that's Fire Emblem Fates. It looks like Fates. Like, the font looks like Fates. It could be Awakening. I think that's the Hyrulean Compendium, which is pretty cool. Overall, it's a really minimalistic, cool... Dude, this thing is apparently by Corsair. I might get me one of these, in all honesty, down the line. I need a stream deck more than anything. But, like, that's cool as shit. Oh, it is a... Dude, I think it is a monitor. At first, I didn't think it was a monitor, but I think it is. That's cool as shit. So I could put, like, my Plex down there for you guys. Because, like, I can add music for certain things to the stream, and I have, like, a little now playing box that's just a cropped version of that. I kind of want to, like... I'm not watching fart porn on the Razer Edge Max, whatever the fuck they call it. Razer Edge... No, sorry, it's Corsair Edge Xenon. The Xenon Edge, that's what it's called. It's a touchscreen for $250. That's, you can also put... But what would be really cool is I could put, like, I could, like, disconnect OBS Studio. OBS, so I don't know. I got a few ideas, but I could run OBS Studio on it. I could run chat on it. That would be cool. Just get a bunch of different little things for the stream. I knew you were going to make some dumbass joke about it. But I mean, it's a small monitor that if I really don't want to use it, I can just disconnect it. Because I have 3. I don't know if you guys... Let me see if I can pull you up a picture of my setup without doxing myself. I think some of these pictures are going to be... Some of these pictures... So this picture's a bit old. I think. Let me see what I got here. Hold on. This is... Yeah, this is back... this is back a little ways. It's still got my old... This is still when I had, I think, the same size light up. Plus, back then I didn't have a TV tray to my left where I have this little TV here. I had my old speakers still. I still had my... my old speakers, and I still had my JonTron thing back there. This is my Corsair keyboard. Oh, I still had the Mac Mini up top, and I didn't have as much G Fuel as I do now. Fuck, what? I also had my headphone holder on top of my computer, which I don't do that anymore. But this really gives you a cool idea of what my setup looks like. Let me see if I can load it up on. There you go. That's my setup, more or less. That is awesome, dude. Your mom is based. So if you look, you can kind of see it in the background. I got my blinds here, and I've got the. I have an LED strip light that can change colors. So it's the way my blinds are. There's a metal bar that the actual blind mechanism is connected to. So all these are connected to a track in a bar in a cage, and the LED is stuck to that metal track. And then there's a facade over the top that clips in. So it creates a really cool effect where it glows around it. You don't talk to her about fart porn. That's probably for the best. So, like, watch this, right? I can change the color of it to... I have to turn off the other two lights for you to really see the effect. But, like, right now I have them all the same, but, like, I can do this where I set it to 1, and then I do these two to blue. So, like, you can actually, if I switch to... It's not, like, quite... Why the fuck? Oh, you know why? Because I have the TV on. That's part of the issue. It's kind of hard to see, but this will help. Let me try transitioning. If I do the big camera, I got a TV on up here, so you can't really get a full. If I do this. It looks a lot bluer in the picture. Probably because part of it is just the lights are right here. Dude, yeah, but Trap House, my lord. But like it blends in the middle perfectly. Like the lights will come together, really cool. I want to get a key light in the front here, but I need to change my setup to do that. So that I can get a little bit of forelight, because right now you're kind of like stuck with whatever comes off my monitor. But that's alright. So, I mean, I also have a bigger monitor now, so let me see if I can do this without doxing myself. There you go. So, like, see how big? There's one monitor. You can see the size of it. I also have some big-ass speakers, some HS3s that I recently got, and a Scarlet. Yeah, these are fucking amazing. I know you can't really see it, but that's fine. Probably shouldn't be that specific, but okay. But yeah, no, I got a pretty nice sized monitor here. Dump that back there now. Dump the wire back there. There we go. So yeah, no, it's a pretty cool setup, all things considered. I have to fix this. The TV is actually just I don't. So this old one had a USB-C port that I could use for a monitor. Maybe. But I could also hook it up as a monitor. I've got all HDMI ports now, so I have to rewire things a bit. But I could still do it. Eventually, that's going to go to the left. But yeah, no, so there's a reason I brought this up. Oh. It's relatively... This is my old comforter that unfortunately ripped to pieces. I think I do still have it. I'm going to eventually expand out the front soon, so that'll be nice. But, like, this guy's got a really nice setup. And, hold on. if I go through the comments, he posted a picture. He's got like a TV, so like that's to the right here, it looks like, and this is an L couch, so like Zelda poster. Yeah. Let me see, he got a picture of it somewhere. I swore he had a better picture of it. But like the fact that you can like, so like the couch wraps around here so you can watch TV. Here's what I love about this setup though, right? I thought he posted the back of it. Oh, it's Morse reply. Here you go. So like right now, if you're sitting at the couch, you're just looking at this. To be fair, that is a really cool view, but what I would love to see, right? Put a TV. Well, you can see it's really too small to do this, unfortunately. It's also got one of them dumbass light bars. I don't like those, but whatever. But like instead, the couch goes. Let me open up the main picture. Instead, the couch coming right up to the desk. Oh my god. Probably Asmongold setup. You would drive me literally insane. And I can clean Asmongold setup. I can't clean out your insanity. But like the TV setup is cool, but like imagine like here, so this comes out a bit so that your desk, or you move your desk out a little ways. So that you have the couch, you have the TV. And you have another TV, like a retro setup, like a TV on a CRT on a cabinet. So imagine instead of when you're sitting at the couch, you can either sit this way, you can either sit here and watch main TV or play games on the big TV, or you can play retro games. The problem is I want to have like, so right, my bed's gonna be out that way. What is currently outside, so I'm gonna have all that room behind me to do VR. So I want that. So I would need more space than this. This is a really cool desk. I like this desk a lot. The only thing I don't like about, because he's got the open section with this monitor. The only problem is doing a desk setup like this. I want to have something like this, but with two. Send it to me in DMs. Let's see it. I already know Reddit is dumb, so. But I have like 3 monitors, so like this is a 5-foot wide desk. 5 feet probably takes up this whole space here, in all honesty. These desks, these corner desks are very small. I love the cabinet. I think it's really cool. That's kind of what I have now. If you saw, it's got this overlay. It's just really, really small. Maybe I could set up a desk. Maybe what I could do, because I don't want to get rid of this. So maybe I could put it to the right so I can still have my key lighting, my monitors, and everything. That might actually, because I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't have a place to store it. And what I'm thinking is maybe I will actually set this desk up off to the side and then set a new desk here. That might be the best way. That might actually be the move. Because I'm going to have my server monitors set up like this in a little space where I can set up my MacBook for when I work on that. So I actually have a table. Did you DM it to me? I don't see it. Dude, I'm sorry. You would probably call me a goyim. Oh, don't watch it right now. And her boyfriend. Oh, okay, we gotta see this right now. We gotta, I do have to see this. This is wild. I need to like set up a nice little background for this. I used to have one. I want to see this.
Are you Marsha?
I am.
Need to add ad
I mean,
blocker.
I am.
Shut up.
Thanks for meeting me here.
Guess what,
Good
my
boy watching ads.
wife and her boyfriend got me? A Nintendo Switch 2 as a late Christmas present. I would like to thank both of you guys. Thank you so much.
Boyfriend.
I've been really wanting a Nintendo Switch 2, and they finally decided to get me one. Because, you know, I've just
this
been
is
a
a
really
joke.
good guy taking
I
care
saw
of
his
both.
name. It took me a sec. I feel stupid that I Vsauce Michael the bad ending. He's the Goyim gamer, so this is definitely fake. This is definitely a meme.
Them.
Dude, what? Hold on, what?
I've taken care of both of them.
Hold on.
I've been really wanting a Nintendo Switch 2, and they finally decided to get me one. Because, you know, I've just been a really good guy taking care of both of them.
He's in the cut closet.
So shout outs to Amanda and T-Bone. We call him T-Bone. She says, hey, he's sweet like caramel.
Like what?
What about me? I'm sweet like caramel too. And she's like, no, you're salty. Like salty like peanuts, french fries, or something like that. She's like, no, you just don't like your taste. I'm gone, my sweet caramel. Whatever. You know what? They also got me a game. They got me Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. Because they know I'm aging horribly, and this life is like a prison thanks to them. But I appreciate the game so much. I can't wait to play this on my new Nintendo Switch 2. And there's still more gifts going on. They got me a controller. Oh my goodness gracious. They got me.
Dude, you're gonna laugh.
A Mario controller. Wow.
I got the Xenoblade 2 controller. I need a controller for
unbelievable.
For Switch.
All I need is a headset. Please, guys, get me a headset. You're making too much noise on the other side of the room. I need a headset to avoid all that noise so I can concentrate on my gaming.
I collect physical games. What can I say, man?
Who the fuck is playing out
This is
there?
a cool looking controller.
And up close of the controller, look at that. Look at Mario. He's bouncing on it. He's always jumping and bouncing on things. Sounds like someone that I know that likes to bounce on a lot of things. But regardless of that, thank you so much for the Nintendo Switch 2. I love you guys.
Click, clack. The sound of disruption.
I need to set up my thing better. But yeah, no. So I mean, I collect a shit ton. I listen. You're gonna. Gotta wait for the ad to end. Can't see shit. But yeah, no. So that would be like if I had more money, I'd have the space to set something like 3,500 square foot home. I'd set this up. Love the regret. Yeah. If I had the space, I would have a nice little retro corner. And, well, here I'm gonna wait till the ad break because you guys gotta hear that. Oh, Ed and Eddie's on. Son of a bitch. Why is it like out of sync? Wait for it to end. Back out of this. Got 30 seconds left in the ad. Come on. He isn't a skit guy, which is surprising. He's not a skit guy? I'll look at it later. But yeah, so you're gonna call me a goyim myself, but like, I collect shit. I have a shit ton of, I've spent a lot of money getting old GameCube games and the like. But it's stuff that brings me joy, you know? Sometimes I don't know. I do outside shit too, but like, it's weird. It's like a perpetual system where you buy more games, So, like, what am I... But, like, I've tried to break out of it, and in some level I have. On some level I have, because, like, I do more other stuff. I want to go snowboarding once I finish nursing school. So I plan to do that. But it's like... okay, you want to go snowboarding. You want to do something other than game. Okay, cool. I get the money. I go do it. I'm still going to be snowboarding alone. I'm going to rent shit, and I'm going to be snowboarding down a mountain alone. I have nobody to snowboard with. Nobody to talk to after. It's going to be, like you don't hang out. You go do your lessons. You go do a few snowboarding. You get better at it, and then your day's over. You go home alone. You don't, like, hang around for a bit and chat. I mean, fair enough. But it's like, as much as I want to try that, like, that is sad. Like, what am I actually going to do on the side of that mountain? I'm going to snowboard by myself. You know, it's like, that's the thing. So it's like, at some point, it's like, yeah, I'd like to do more than just game. But, I mean, I'm happy gaming. And I go outside as I can. I go go-karting, whatever. But I'm... You know, you can't meet people that do that because you don't do that. And you don't do that because you can't, you know. And I just kind of do what I want to do by myself at this point. And it's a little sad, but in the same breath, like, this brings me joy. Having these games, having this Switch controller brings me joy. So call it a goyim if you want. But, you know, it's what I enjoy doing. And, like, I love the idea of having my, this is a cool setup in a lot of ways, but I need a bigger desk. I would love to like I said, I'd love to have the space to have, like, a curved couch and TV and then a retro in front of this, so that it's like, you know, and then all the VR space behind me, so I can have my perfect setup and all that. And maybe, and I'd like to, and hopefully one day I can, but, like, you know, and that brings me joy. So it's like, if this is purgatory, if this is as good as it gets, I'm doing okay. You know, it's a state of mind. I enjoy commuting. I enjoy being able to play games. There's not much that you can do, you know, like I change as I can. Yeah, not like that's all I do, but hold on, where is my... It's not like that's all I do. Oh shit, that's the game frame. I need to find a way to put the browser on the other one too. It's not like that's all I do, but, like, it also, you know, I have a balance of it, and it's, you know, having the space to, like I said, if this is just purgatory, I'm doing okay. Alright, we're gonna probably do this boss thing here.
Be careful!
Haruka?
An earthquake?
This far down?
Yuito!
That was Hanabi. Let's...
And you just gotta...
Say something, Yuito!
Hanabi! What happened? Where's Karin?
Kasane! He attacked and captured everyone.
What the
We
hell?
were all hacked by Arahabaki. I think something must have happened.
Afterwards, Karin activated some power and disappeared.
What are we going to do?
Fuck.
He used the red strings.
I don't know what Major General Karin did, but it's clear that it had some adverse effect on Yuito's brain.
No, I'm not playing more of
His
this.
brain is already...
He's exhibited signs of speech and memory impairment before, but never to this extent.
He went to the hospital, but they said it was only exhaustion.
Wait!
Yuito, we're right here.
No! He can't hear us.
Then we'll brain talk directly to his mind. Yuito! What is this? I can't get connected. Is there something wrong with the system?
This soon.
I don't think so. The brain talk system allows thought communication after both parties recognize and grant each other access. I can't be certain. But Yuito's consciousness may be starting to disappear.
Kasane?
So this could lead to severe memory loss?
As much as I hate to say it, Yuito might lose all his memories.
Then what'll happen to Yuito?
It could be said that memories make up the person. If they're all lost, it would be like that person just disappeared.
No, that can't happen.
Then we'll just have to re-establish the connections.
Reestablish? What do you mean?
We can digitize our memories and send them into Yuito. It should be possible with the SAS.
That's crazy. There's no way that'll work.
Yeah, no, so it's
No,
like, you just
actually,
kind of
it
gotta
might.
like... Oh, it's this
Personality
episode.
rehabilitation research has proposed a theory for transplanting memories.
Okay. Tell me everything you know. I'll program whatever we need.
Wait, you're going to do that right now?
Of course. Who do you think I am? Although I can't say it won't be without difficulties.
I'll do what I can if it means saving Yuito. We'll get over any difficulties.
No hesitation, not even for a second. That's what I like
Elbow,
to see.
man.
Very nice.
His brain might die if we don't do something. We can't lose Yuito, especially if we ever plan on taking care of the red strings in the Kunad Gate.
Hanabi, don't stop talking to him until we're ready. External stimulation will be able to delay memory loss to a certain extent.
Okay. Yuito! Hey, Yuito!
Okay, the program's ready. This should work. Luca?
Already? Man, you're...
Wait, let me take a look at the program.
Well, isn't that convenient?
This isn't enough. A memory is first formed when information is memorized.
Okay.
Of course, how could I forget? I see.
We don't know Yuito's brain framework. We need to choose the right memory.
I'm confused.
Whoa. I gotta say, I didn't imagine this would actually come in handy. It's not exactly detailed, but here's a scan of Yuito's brain.
What? Why do you have something like
Well,
that?
so there's actually two main
You guys
characters.
were
There's
connected to that
Kasane
data
and there's
terminal in
Yuito,
Togetsu,
and I'm
right?
playing as Kasane.
They were secretly recording your information then.
So that's what that terminal...
Don't worry. I realized what they were doing and deleted the data.
And again, you didn't tell us. Well, thank you. Now we'll be able to set the correct memory.
I used my clairvoyance to check. These designated coordinates match with the abnormal
He does
region.
kind of like...
If that's
put
what
on a
Tsugumi
line.
saw, it must be right.
Stay still!
Damn it.
I'm no anesthesiologist, but it got the job done.
Drastic times call for
electrocuted
drastic
him.
measures. Gemma, could you use your...
I see. To connect the SAS cable.
Perfect.
Forget which...
I'll run the program when it's connected. You guys just start thinking about memories you have of Yuito.
Unlimited
All right.
power! Fucking...
Okay, here goes nothing.
I should have like a prop in my stream that's like a fake dog that like I press a button and it like flaps around like it's being shocked, like a paper dog on a fan or something. Just as a joke. Like a whole like Hassan joke prop.
Yuito. 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 Yuito.
So this genre is called brain punk. It's like cyberpunk, but instead of lots of tech, basically everything works through like direct brain connections. I don't know, man.
What's that? No, I need to stay focused.
Yuito. Yuito.
Yeah, the whole idea is like, hold on, let me see if I can find something to explain, because I've like looked up. It's called brain punk, which is like a sub thing. Actually, I think Scarlet Nexus is the only thing that actually uses brain punk. There's nuclear punk, atom punk, also known as atomic punk, relates to the pre-digital period of 1945 to 69. So these are cyberpunk derivatives. Yeah, Scarlet Nexus is a brain punk. Set in the far-flung future, humanity has developed psionic powers. Lunar punk. Hold on. Brain punk, lol. What is brain punk? Let's see. Apparently it's called brain punk because, yeah, no, this is, basically everything is done through, it's kind of like advanced technology, but instead of using chips, they use their brains. So, like, people have psionic powers, and they use that to, like, instead of computer technology, but they use it like computer technology. Lucy. I don't think I've ever seen the movie Lucy. I've seen pictures of it. I mean, I feel like it does a good job. Yeah, see, it's like cybernetic. Hold on. Brain oxide. It is kind of a buzzword, but, I mean, technically, this is the only thing that has ever used the term brain punk. So, like, Diesel Punk focuses on Diesel. You ever see that video? I'll have to send it to you. If I search solar punk, it'll show up. It's like, oh, so you harvest the power. It's like solar punk. Oh, so you use green energy, and it's like, no. Let me find the video. I think somebody called it soul punk. Yeah, it's like a Blender animation. It goes pretty hard. I'll send it to you in DMs. Let me see. Actually, I guess we're pulling up Opera GX again. Here we go. Derailing the game. But yeah, no, like, sometimes you just gotta kind of, like, enjoy the world for what it is, and, like, finding joy, what's the word we said? Finding fulfillment just comes from accepting life how it is from time, wanting more, but also just enjoying how, what you have in life, and, I've got all this shit I can enjoy, and I do.
Welcome to Solarpunk. Oh, like you use clean energy and stuff? No. So you know how in steampunk they use steam and cogwheels to power everything, and in dieselpunk they use diesel and other fossil fuels? Right, so that means that you use clean energy, right? No. Let me explain it more clear to you, my friend. We stole the sun from the sky to power the machines of our invention. Despite the gods that have abandoned us. And when they finally come back
I think this guy's pretty famous.
To bring extinction of our species,
Fucking does, man.
we will be ready.
I actually fucking love this idea. Like, it's kind of like Dyson Sphere, you know? We're like, well, but it's like human jelly. It's like, most emotionally crippling year of my life, Rip Daddy. Damn. Who the fuck is this person? Caitlin. Fall 2024 forward. Huh? Meg Myers. Okay, that's all I need to say. I was gonna say, it's kind of like a little weird at the end, but yeah, so they link with their minds. But yeah, so, like, that's the thing. Like, sometimes, like, I just enjoy playing games, man. It's funny. I don't even. I feel like sometimes I struggle for what games I want to play. Mostly because I don't. I enjoy games, but, like, as a kid, I used to just play whatever. And I don't know. I'm trying to harvest that because I feel like these days I more just enjoy the aesthetic of playing games. Like, you ever go to somebody's house, like your friend's house, and they're just playing a game, and just chilling there playing. Like, I enjoy that aesthetic more than I think I enjoy playing games themselves. In a way that I enjoy playing games, but I find it difficult to get sucked into a game a lot.
What is this?
No, he did not send me screenshots. Auto punk? I don't think that's a thing. But so, you know, if I can just enjoy, but like also in the same breath, I just kind of like, if I get...
It looks like the memories we sent Yuito are reacting to his vanishing memories.
Sometimes you just enjoy, like, the feeling of playing a game, and it's like, for example, like Fortnite. I think part of what I enjoy about Fortnite is just, it's a colorful game, and you just chill and play it sometimes when you don't want to, like, focus in on a game, and being able to do that that makes me happy.
What does that even mean? It means we most likely succeeded.
Like you said, if this, honestly, I could only be so lucky that this is purgatory. It just goes on like this for forever.
But he's not waking up.
That's because Shiden knocked him out.
You can pirate other games, you know that, right?
Okay, I'm getting him up.
Fucking shocks him again.
What's wrong? Why aren't you waking up?
Shiden, did you make a mistake?
Yes, probably. You just fucking shocked him.
I'm an expert on
But Yuito's body...
You stopped his heart, you idiot!
Second. Is he losing body heat? If it... No.
Hypothermic shock isn't a thing.
You're not dying today.
Hanabi, wait. What are you doing? Are you in...
That's...
Stop! Forcing your temperature up like that. Your body won't be able
So, you're gonna put in so much temperature that you can't stand it, but somehow that's gonna warm him? No. So, what you need to do is you need to produce... You don't need a shit ton of temperature. She'll be fine.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I can handle it. Compared to the pain and suffering he's been through, this is nothing.
Anime writing is always...
Please come back. Yuito, hey.
I need to play Monster Hunter Stories 3. That's coming out in March. Is he dead?
Hanabi?
Oh no, he's not dead. Get that man some epinephrine and...
Yuito.
Shit. I forget what med I have to study this guy. I have a cardiac exam coming up. What med do you give during a systole? Obviously, epinephrine is one. Atropine. Adenosine slows the heart. When do you give adenosine? So in like SVT, to treat and diagnose types of tachycardias, yes. So anything fast. Oh, that's right. Adenosine is the one you slam. Like, it's short acting. So you want to go, boom! like every other med. Oh, push it over 3 to 5 minutes. No, adenosine. Just, hold on, I'm gonna look this up. What IV meds should you slam? I don't know if slam is the right word. Less than a minute is generally avoided in favor of slow control. Because, like, you can cause, like, funky taste. So, like, if you give somebody saline too quick, they'll often taste saltwater. However, basically, their emergency protocol, certain medication are frequently 1 to 2 minutes. I think, like, adenosine is the only one that says specifically a rapid bolus. So, like, if I look up, how fast should you give adenosine? So the first dose of adenosine should be 6 milligrams administered over 1 to 3 set. Take both what? Adenosine and atropine? Yeah, so epinephrine, main thing epinephrine does is it kind of increases the rate of the heart, but I don't think it can actually do anything in systole. But it basically every cardiac arrest, doesn't matter the issue, with pulse electrical activity, anything, You give epi. What epi does, it constricts the outer blood vessels, shunting blood to the heart. That's really helpful. Let me look it up. Drug that kills you if mixed with alcohol. See, I don't think that's the intended effect. Oh my god. Med for quitting alcohol that is toxic if mixed with alcohol. You're gonna make me look this shit. Dulcirafam? Take this medication during it causes unpleasant. I don't think it kills you. Is it disulfiram? I'm saying that right. Looks like it's Antabuse. Yeah, it's disulfiram. It's an FDA approved that's FDA approved, so that's allowed here. I don't think it's designed to kill you, because that's not a deterrent. Especially, you don't plan against failure. Like, failure is a part of remission in any kind of treating. Camprol? It's not gonna make you... Is a prescription med. Naltrexone, disulfiram, those are the only two coming up. And a camprosate. They prevent individuals who already have stopped drinking from returning. Precise way is not understood, but it likely helps restore proper balance of GABA and glutamate in the brain. Although ancomycin can be started and taken while someone is drinking, studies have shown them to be more effective. Naltrexone, I've heard of. I think that's used in opioid. I feel like I've heard this. Long-acting injectable formulas indicated treatment opiate. Yep, opiate use disorder. You're gonna have to tell me what it's called, because I'm highly skeptical that this exists. Nembutal. Butal. Yeah, I know you can't see. Oh, it's pentobarbital. So, the assisted suicide cocktail, I know it varies, but the one I always heard was, it's like wild. It's not one drug. There was a guy who did a video about one in Chicago, and the guy who accidentally drank it. He survived, because the whole idea is you need a lot of assistance until your body clears it. Yeah, Nembutal is a barbiturate. It's a sedative. It's also used in seizures, which makes sense. It sounds like phenobarbital, so that's another barbiturate. Not too. Yeah, because if you provide... See, the thing people don't tell you about taking drugs and dying is you die without treatment. So, like a lot of drugs... Some drugs will have reversal. So, like, great example, the Rhonda DeVaught or whatever case where she gave a guy Versed. You can survive being given Versed. People do it all the time, because guess what Versed's for? It's a paralytic for when they intubate you. And what it does is it stops you from breathing. So you just need to be ventilated until it clears. I think it takes about like 15 to 25 minutes to clear. Okay. What was shit? But I know the one I saw was like the one I saw that was from the Chicago one. No one's listing the actual medical assistance in dying. See, it differences between a lot of people. I've seen one where they just put like Yeah, see here's secobarbital, pentobarbital is listed as you mentioned. Diazepam, morphine, propranolol, digoxin. Digoxin is a very small, very narrow therapeutic range. An amtriptyline, which is another cardiac med. Triptyline. Triptyline is an antidepressant. That's a tricyclic. Okay. But it's like me and my buddy joked about this picture of a hammer that says lorazepam 3,000 milligrams, and I remember the cocktail I read was like 5,000 milligrams of lorazepam, which is a benzodiazepam, and yeah, is really fucking strong. That is a lot of sedative. I have to find it. I know who did the video. We'll do this while we're in an ad. Quixer. It's a Quixer video. There was a guy who he did like an end of life party, and then one of the guys got drunk and then drank the fucking let me find it. Euthanizing the wrong part here. I'm gonna pull this up on while we're waiting for whatchamacallit. Myristicin. What the fuck is myristicin? Oh, it's the it's a hallucinogenic in nutmeg. That's right. I remember hearing about that. We got ads again. Oh baby. I love me some ads. Ads. Give me all those ads.
What if you could clean your retainer at the touch of a button? No more brushing or tablets. Over 4 years ago, our team of engineers...
I'll wait for the ad to end. Three out of 10. Not even a 0, just a 3. I'm gonna go take a quick piss while we're at ad break. Give me 2 seconds. Give me a sec. This is the only thing that sucks is every time I do this I have to like unhide the frickin' browser source, which sucks. Alright, I'm got like 14 seconds left. This sucks. Why am I checking my DMs? Epstein versus Diddy Part 1? No, I'm not gonna watch that right now. I wanna play my Duck a la Orange. I need to try some ducks. I need to try. Dude, I need Chinese food, man. Let's start.
Today's story comes from the Journal of Emergency Medical Services and deals with euthanasia, or more specifically, what happens when the wrong person is administered euthanasia drugs. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I don't really think that should be happening. But in this case, it did happen. And would you believe it? Somehow, there was no medical malpractice involved, at least not in a legal sense. No one got in any trouble for this, except the poor bugger who got dosed. He had a very troubling time indeed. In 2016, the American state of Colorado voted in the End of Life Options Act, which gave terminally ill adults access to medical aid in dying. To be eligible for this, you have to be a Colorado resident with a life expectancy of less than 6 months. You also have to be of sound enough mind to make your own medical decisions, and after 2 physicians have verified your eligibility, you have to make 3 requests. 2 are verbal, and the other one is a written request signed by 2 witnesses. Sounds reasonable enough so far, but, well, bear with me. When we think of euthanasia, we usually imagine it taking place in a clinic where the procedure is carried out under the watchful eye of medical professionals, and you would think that it's probably a fairly strict process, like the doctor isn't allowed to start blaring an episode of his podcast at you while you're dying, probably fairly strict guidelines like any other medical procedure. Well, this is not necessarily the case in Colorado, where a patient granted access to medical aid in dying is prescribed a lethal combination of medications to take at their own leisure. A doctor may be present, but they're not allowed to be involved in the delivery of the medication. You might see some potential concerns in prescribing someone a lethal cocktail of drugs to take home with them, and I guess the logic is that someone who's eligible for this and has gone through the process to get approved is going to take it fairly seriously and isn't going to do something stupid like misplace the medications. But it seems to me like that's putting an awful lot of faith in members of the general public, which, as we all know, is a recipe for disaster. In 2022, the Journal of Emergency Medical Services published a case from Colorado involving an elderly medical aid in dying patient. The man is unnamed, obviously out of respect, so we'll just call him I'm a Goner. Mr. Goner had been prescribed a powder that contained 100 milligrams of digoxin,
which is lethal,
1,000 milligrams of diane.
Oh, it's 1,000. I'm sorry. Still, these are comical doses. I don't know if 1,000 milligrams is lethal. I know 100 milligrams of digoxin is to give you an idea, normal dosing. Digoxin normal dose range. Digoxin normal dose range. I mean, we'll just use AI because we're not actually trying to dose it. Thanks, AI, you fucking idiot. Yes, I know it's tailored to patient. I want an average based on like a normal, healthy human. So at first, the dose is usually 25 to 35 micrograms per kilogram. On the high end, that's 35 times, let's say a big guy, 100 kilogram patient is 35. So actually, that's 3,500. So in a 100 kilogram patient, which is a 220 pound patient, that's 3,500 micrograms, which a microgram is 1,000 kilograms. So you're looking at 3.5 milligrams for a 220 pound patient is the upper limit for digoxin. This is a deadly dose. Actually, that's 100,000 micrograms divided by, let's say, 35. That's a 2,000. This is the upper dose. So if you went for the upper dose, this would be the upper dose for someone who is 2,857 kilograms, or kilograms. It's trying to think. 2.2 kilograms equals a pound. So divide that by 2.2. You're looking at a 1,300 pound man. You need to be like 1,400 pounds to survive this. So it wouldn't kill an elephant. It would probably make them... It'd probably be within therapeutic range, maybe. I don't know. How heavy is an elephant? How heavy is an elephant? Like, this is some incredibly sensitive shit, and this is a comical dose. Like, they're just throwing numbers at a wall at this point. So yeah, would not kill an elephant.
Diazepam, 15,000 milligrams.
We usually give 5, I think it's like 5 milligrams of morphine would be more average. Diazepam, normal dose, I try to remember because I'm not 100% sure. I think diazepam usually given 5 to 10 on a non-weight-based dose. Morphine is like 4 milligrams. Normal dose. It depends on how you're taking it. So, like, according to the pit, so this is not medical literature at all, but in the show, they say give this lady who is opiate tolerant 200 milligrams in an oral formula. 200 is a high dose. Is kind of a high dose, right? Usually you're given like 2.5. It varies. You're given like 4 mLs maybe would be kind of high-ish. I think it varies. 10 milligram bolus. So like you're working in tens on the low end, 1s to 10s of milligrams. 15,000 milligrams. That alone is going to stop you from breathing.
Of morphine, 8,000 milligrams of
that is a tricyclic. I don't know the dosage of that. I'm not going to look it up, but that's comically big.
Tryptoline and 5,000 milligrams.
So this is your barbiturate. You were talking about a different one, but it's the same class of drug that you were talking about for medical aid in dying. That is a comically large dose. Phenobarbital is often used for seizure prevention. Yeah, 5 and 10 milligrams. This is 1,000.
Of phenobarbital. These are very high quantities.
These are like comically high doses, right? These are not very high. These are comically high. Like comically high. AI immediately like, bro, you might be dying if you're Googling this. You might want to... Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Lorazepam, 3,000 milligrams. The joke is it'll knock you out. It's a joke. 3,000 milligrams is a joke dose.
Because
these
obviously
are Looney Tune numbers.
This is designed to kill you, and not just feebly bump you off your mortal coil, but absolutely 100% guarantee you are not coming back after ingesting this. It's the equivalent of a firing squad using a barrage of cannon fire.
Yes, that is
after you ingest it, you're supposed to feel a relaxed sedation come over you, then you'll fall into a coma.
Yes, it's Looney Tunes.
And then your heart will stop. Mr. Goner held an end-of-life celebration at his home, inviting family and friends to be present while he consumed the medication. One of the people present was an unnamed 35-year-old who we'll call Dumbass for reasons that will soon become evident. Dumbass had become quite drunk during the celebration. When the celebration was coming to a close, Mr. Goner mixed his lethal powder with several ounces of water as instructed, then took a drink.
I mean, at this point, why don't you just put alcohol in it too? It's like, you know, what the? I mean, yeah, you're not supposed to mix it with alcohol, but that's like saying don't mix my cyanide with grapefruit juice. Like, okay, cool, but like it's cyanide. You're gonna be dead. What the fuck does it matter?
Burns, he said, in the same way a man sentenced to hang might complain about the rough texture of the rope around his neck. This prompted Dumbass to say, "Let me see." Oh, and he took a sip of the drink. Jesus Christ. When the ambulance arrived a short time after, the paramedics were greeted by a confusing scene. In a back bedroom in the house, 2 fully clothed men were lying on the same bed with their feet dangling off the edge.
So we put the patient and the one who wants to die in the same bed. That's a great idea.
A lady present explains one of the men is supposed to be like this, and the other isn't, so just try to save the one fella and leave the other one. As you can imagine, this is not a request paramedics are likely to acquiesce to, like, but after the situation is explained to them, and contact is made with the elderly man's hospice to confirm he has a valid medical order stating his wishes that no life-saving measures be performed on him, he's left there while the paramedics...
what the fuck?
take Dumbass away. An intravenous catheter is inserted into his right external jugular vein, which is a big problem for me because I don't draw the characters with necks. Narcan is introduced via the IV, but there's no...
That's really only gonna help with the morphine. The comically high levels of morphine. There's still a lot of other shit.
Change in Dumbass's condition when he arrives at the emergency department. Doctors are presented with a very rare case because, as you can imagine, it's very unusual that someone who's taken euthanasia medication is resuscitated. Tubes are put down his nose and mouth, and he's pumped with drugs like activated charcoal, which is used to prevent poisons being absorbed from the gut into the bloodstream.
Trying to stop anything else that's in the gut still from being absorbed.
It's decided that the best thing for Dumbass is to be placed on a ventilator, but the hospital is already at capacity, so he has to be transferred to ICU in another hospital.
Basically, what you're going to be doing for this patient, let me make sure everything's working. Cool. Basically, what you're going to be doing for this patient is you're going to be monitoring them and just treating their symptoms as they arrive. So he's not breathing, which after all that, he would not be breathing. And it's probably better that he stay out. You're basically going to, this is essentially put him in a coma and let him ride out until he clears it. This could have some serious long-lasting effects, by the way, to his body. Because I don't think the liver's designed to clear out this much shit. And I'm not qualified to say that, to say what it could or couldn't do, but I would be concerned about long-term life effects for this. You're basically gonna, so he's not breathing, so we're gonna provide breathing for him. They might put him on dialysis, and as things arise, treat him. So kidneys start failing, bun starts rising, creatinine starts rising. Kidneys are obviously failing. We're going to throw him on dialysis. We're going to give him an AV shunt and start performing his kidneys for him. You're just going to treat it as that's the best thing I imagine.
After 2 days, he's weaned from the ventilator and eventually regains consciousness. Dumbass has made a full recovery. He has no memory of the incident. He was discharged from the hospital with the recommendation he seek counselling for the misuse of alcohol. It's unknown if he heeded this advice, as the documentation of the adventures of Dumbass ends here. That's a shame, because I'd love to know what the fallout of all this was. I'd guess the rest of Mr. Goner's loved ones weren't overly happy with Dumbass's antics at the end-of-life celebration. Of course, it was always going to be an emotional occasion, but I bet they weren't expecting those emotions.
Well, you have to understand, right? So there's only so much of the cytozymes that are designed to break down these various substances, but your body is designed to break them down. So what happens is they sit and they run through your body until the liver breaks them down. And that's the problem, is these things just sitting in your body cause reactions, you know. Until you break down all the morphine, you're going to have central nervous system depression, which is going to suppress your breathing, for example. So basically, you let the liver do what it does best, and you support the rest of the body and prevent it from dying in the process. Because what'll kill you is, well, the liver can't process it fast enough, so it's just you're not gonna be breathing and you're gonna die. To give you an idea, watch Quixer, by the way. Give you an idea, the lethal injection medications list is not that comically big and long. I don't know the dosages. Thank you. I don't need suicide help. It's been a few different things over many, many years since it started. But essentially, I want to see if I can find, so you don't think I'm stupid or wrong. Pancuronium, that is based on the ending, that is a paralytic. See, there it is. See, I got it. Basically, it stops the neuromuscular junction action by blocking the action of acetylcholine. And by binding to the receptor of acetylcholine, it basically keeps a permanently depolarized state. Potassium chloride, you hear in medicine a lot, we don't push potassium. See, but you say you have a very fast metabolism. Mind you, that's metabolism for alcohol. different drugs use different. They're called FYP 450 is like one of the ones I remember because that's like common in a lot of them. Cytochrome P450 or CYP P450. This is a family of enzymes designed to catalyze certain substances. Right? There's a bunch of them. There's 3A4. There's 2D6. Sounds like a fucking bunch of dice for D&D. And this is how a lot of like drug interactions where you have cases of where if you take two drugs at the same time, the effect of the length of their effect goes on longer. So like what'll happen is if you take two drugs that both use the same cytosine, so for example, taking two different beta blockers or a beta blocker and antidepressant, which you can't take together because they compound each other's effect because they both use cytosome 2D6, P2D6, this one, right? I don't know if I'm saying that right. I just remember it was called cytochrome P450 is the one you hear. Basically, they both use this this is the enzyme that connects and breaks them down, right? So if you take two of them, you know, you're not going to break them down as fast. You're not going to be able to break one down as fast, so the effects compound. So while you probably have a lot of the enzyme, probably because you drink a lot of alcohol, if I had to guess. So if you have a lot of the enzyme that break down alcohol, cool, but that's not going to help you necessarily against antidepressants or beta blockers or other things. So that things to think about. It's not as simple as I have high metabolism, but you may have a lot of cytochrome P450 enzymes. Other people don't have enough, and I believe Asian flushing pathophysiology of Asian flush. I think it is a lack of specifically aldehyde dehydrogenase 2. That's what it was, which is an enzyme. So these people do not it's not alcohol metabolism involved. It is something that alcohol breaks down into acetaldehyde, which is then broken down again by this. There are certain Asian populations that do not have this. You don't really metabolize food. The food is a little different from that. But anyway, that's what causes Asian flush, and the risk it increases your risk of esophageal cancer if you drink. So, interesting little side note. Anyway, potassium chloride. We give potassium drips all the time for people who are, get this, low on potassium. If you have your potassium level, so potassium's an intracellular mineral, whatever the hell you want to call it. So, I can imagine. So, if your normal potassium is 3.5 to 5. If you are lower than that, you're going to get given potassium either in a pill, as a drip, or I've seen it given as both. We had a guy who had a potassium of 2.8. He was put on telemetry and given a potassium drip at like 10 mLs an hour, I think it is. It's an insanely slow drip, and he was given a little tablet that is potassium by mouth. That drip must be incredibly slow because potassium is involved heavily in muscular and specifically the heart. So we usually give potassium orally if we can help it. There's strict rule. Again, I think it was like 10 ml. It's been years, but I think it was like 10 mLs per hour we set this guy up on. It is a slow process because if you give it too fast, you will cause them to develop an arrhythmia, which will kill them. That is why potassium chloride is, if you want to argue what the main killer is in lethal injection, it's potassium chloride, I'd say, because that stops the heart. They give it in such an amount that it stops the heart. Sodium thiopental is a barbiturate, which is used in anesthesia. So basically, this is probably what's given first, if I understand it correctly. They'll give this first because There's also an Ohio Protocol. I know the Ohio Protocol has received a lot of scrutiny because they basically just give the thiopental and then midazolam. Or maybe not. Yeah, it's only 2 drugs, and their concern is, yep, here it is. In the brief U.S. court's written accessories, the state of Ohio implies they're unable to find any physicians willing to participate in development of protocols. That's one of the things. There were no physicians that actually made the, because it's a violation of medical ethics. Such physicians would be thrown out of the medical community and shunned for engaging, even if they could not lawfully be stripped of the license. People were basically, it's a single drug execution protocol. He was pronounced dead 10 minutes after receiving the rejection. Washington became the second to use the Ohio Protocol, which claimed dead within 2 minutes. Basically, there have been a lot of issues, I believe, with really gnarly-looking deaths and questioning the peaceful nature of this. I forget the details. I saw a video on it a while ago. Oh, that was the thing. So, the people who made the drug in America, Hospira, stopped manufacturing sodium thiopental because of its use in this injection, in this protocol. That's what it was. So some of the drugs used phenobarbital. And here it is. This is what I was talking about. Phenobarbital, often used for animal euthanasia, was used as part of a 3-drug cocktail for the first time in 2010 in Oklahoma. It was then used as a drug for a single drug execution in 2011. And that was the issue, is there was a shortage, so they tried to use a different drug, and yeah, it gets really tricky. When you're trying to use a drug for a protocol that doesn't exist, the drug doesn't exist, you can't get the drug, so you're using something else. And that protocol was not developed with medical thoughts in mind, because kind of obvious reasons. So, basically, that's the old, that's kind of like the known is this barbiturate, which is your sedative. You've got pacuronium, which is a paralytic that stops you from breathing, and then you have potassium chloride, which stops the heart. Really interesting shit. Yeah, so like compare medical assistance in dying versus like lethal injection. It's kind of comical that, like, why wouldn't you use the same, and I don't have the answer for this, why wouldn't you just use the same setup you use for lethal injection? I guess because you're not using an IV, but still, it's like, oh, that's the game. Hold on, browser. There we go. Let's continue. Very, very cool shit.
Welcome back.
He lived! We shocked him to death.
Kasane?
Gave him...
And everyone.
Not adenosine.
Why are you here?
Not even tryptoline. Atropine. And these fucking meds.
You're alive!
I guess she likes him. I don't know, maybe you learn more about that in the,
Hey, Hanabi! Calm down! What's going on? Honestly, I'm fine.
I don't think they're gonna lick each other's feet, man. In the DLC, yeah, you gotta pay for the feet DLC for that one.
Are you okay? Do you remember being a...
Yeah. Then our Habaki invaded my mind, and I was forced to use my power. So, which means the memory...
Your head really doesn't hurt?
I have my memories.
If you have your memories, does that mean you have old memories as well? Even memories from before meeting us?
What? Yeah, I do.
So, does that mean we were able to restore the memories?
Wait. When we all connected through the SAS,
what the
were
hell?
you storing your past memories on one?
No. Why would
Oh, I
do
do
that?
love this. Watch this. Ready?
What do you even mean?
I see. Then what was that?
Little
I have a
viewing
feeling
panel.
it was something to do with Yuito's restored old memories.
It doesn't make sense that he has all his old memories back if all we did was give him ours.
There is a lot to think about, but I
Gay
believe it's time we
board
leave.
DLC.
It's dangerous to stay here.
You're right. Can you move, Yuito?
Which BlazBlue?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yes. We have no business with our Habaki. I'm glad you're okay.
Which BlazBlue is this? I ask for research purposes. Which one? I have more allies that could connect with you. How do you switch to the second page? Okay.
Kasane, a lot happened.
Wrong one. Subscribe to stay in the game.
I'm glad we're on.
I kind of like that. I feel like as much as it feels kind of pandering, like subscribe to stay in the game. I feel like it's a cool pyro, like Goku needs teleportation. Oh, dude, we got teleportation. Pretty fucking awesome. While you're doing that, I'm gonna figure out what the switching SAS thing is. Change lock. Oh, it's R1 and R. That's how you switch. Change SAS combo / vision. L1, L1, R1, R1.
Same team.
We're a team on the run from our former allies.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
So that's how you
the
switch.
same. We keep meeting, Hanabi. I'm glad we can work together.
You double tap.
Thanks. I'm glad too. But why do you like me so much?
Why? Because you're dependable.
I have to, you know, we have the full, what is their level? Luca's power is teleportation.
But we can keep doing this.
So this has like a, I'll wait till, let's do some combat in the meantime. Oh, what's this? I think I can use the teleport now to go into some of those areas that I couldn't before, so let's do that while we are in ads. This is a pretty good, it was kind of a, I don't want to say an indie hit, but a relatively small game. I remember it came out, it kind of hit everyone by storm, and then they stopped talking about it. But overall, it was a pretty cool game, man. Psycho Kinesis. 36 seconds. I don't know how many ads we actually got. I kind of like the whole stay in the game thing though. I feel like it's got like a nice little cool like, yeah, it's a little dumb, but in a kind of a cool way. It's got that like, you know, kind of hype. Like, yeah, I know not everyone likes this.
Help me, Luca.
You got this, Kasane.
Teleport with circle. Press circle with teleport attack.
I'll be using this.
And we're back. So, this game has a really cool like bond mechanic similar to something like Fire Emblem, I would love to actually get a, let's see. So, like, there's, like, sub things that allow you to, do bonds, and that increases your ability. Kind of like, it's very much like Fire Emblem that way, and I kind of like that. I think it's a really cool, mechanic to, introduce into the game. And, I'd actually like to do a
Use it
playthrough.
effectively.
Help me, Yuito. I'm off. Leave it to me.
Very cool. Alright, now we gotta go down here. I have, I think, all the BlazBlue games. I might not have all the DLC, though. Chrono Phantasm, which was a scene. There was a scene in some modus where the male cast, and they started moaning. Oh my god. Chrono. I have the Extend one. Was it a DLC? I don't think I have all the DLC for this game. I have the game though. Actually, I don't think there is a there is no DLC for this game. I think the Extend is the DLC. I have Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, which is Rising is the fighting game, and then there's a RPG. I have Rivals of Ether. I don't have Limbus Company. I've heard good things. I've heard about it though. That is my wish list. Here, you want to see something crazy? So I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna switch to Steam so you guys can see. You guys can see. This is the page. Let me go to bundle info. See if I'm missing any of these. Love how it still wants. I can purchase it as a gift. So I have all the BlazBlue games: Calamity Trigger, Continuum Shift, Chrono Phantasma, and Centralification. I also have Cross Tag Battle, which was the first one I got because I know somebody in my class had it. Only straight vor like nature intended. Guilty Gear Strive. Actually, added Lucy to this game. So I not only have Guilty Gear, I have a, what are they called? What is this called? Shit. It's one of those hit boxes. Specifically, this one is the AT42 input module. Oh, okay, that allows you to switch the input modes. That's a little... I have not seen the Ben Shapiro War skit, and I would rather not. This one is the... So there's different sizes. I don't want to see it. I'm going to be fully honest with you. I have no desire. This is... It feels like it's a little slightly off in construction. I don't know if I fucked up. No, I think it's just bigger. This side feels hard to tell. I think the only issue is the paper is the wrong size. Yeah, I didn't quite shape the paper right. Because I didn't want it to be too small. That's okay. This is the Haughty 42. I'm trying to remember the model. It's their smaller one. So there's the T, which would be like large. That's like a table-sized one. And the table one does not have the acrylic front, which is why I went with this one. Retro. What is Retro Plus? Oh! Interesting. Interesting. This is more like an... I'm gonna go to 14. I'm trying to remember which size it was. The T is the larger model. I had to learn all this shit because I was like, because I was playing with controller and I'm like, this is cool, but the problem I have is playing with the problem I have with playing controller is it's kind of difficult to get some of those inputs, especially on Guilty Gear. So the T is the one with the clear, like this has, where it's got like a clear acrylic front. The M is about, it looks like the same size, but it's not a clear acrylic. I have the G series. The S is a slim, has the low profile caps. I wanted the full size caps. Maybe. And then there's the Haughty boards, which look like they use more like keyboard. They're a little different. They're like keyboard caps, and there's no monitor or anything. It's a little weird. Pretty cool. It's almost like they took a mechanical keyboard but stripped it down. This is the non-slim. So, I don't know. I'm going to put it on cam only so you guys can see this. This is really cool. Because, okay, so they're supposed to look like that, right? Just a big ass board with acrylic and a white backing, because that's what it comes with. But what I've done is, and what anyone can do, is I printed out, I made a design in Photoshop, printed it out and cut it out with an X-Acto knife to make a backing. Tell me that does not look cool. And that is Elfelt, who is okay, sure. This is yeah. This is art that from the Strive, which is the one that I mainly play, but I have all of them. And I made that entire art on Photoshop. Monster Hunter 4. I mean, you can do whatever art you want, but Monster Hunter 4U isn't really a fighter, so that's a little weird. I found individual clip art, and I edited it out. So this is not even cardstock. It's just copy paper, 8.5 by 11 letter paper. So it's the same stuff you'd find in like any office. Okay, man, sure. It's not a fighting game, but hey, you do you. Not my life to tell you what you can. You can literally just you can make whatever design you want, or you can find one online. I made this because I saw one that I liked, but I couldn't find all the art for it. But this was close enough. There's actually a little bit that I seem to have missed, and you can see that, which annoys me. So all these were clip arts that I found online. I had to trace some of them and edit them to fix it properly. And then I just took the screws out. In the back, you can see there are screws. You unscrew them, which it's a screw and a rod that holds it together. You could do that. You could definitely put Street Fighter art fetish art. I'd lose all respect for you, but there wasn't much to begin with, so... But yeah, you could just use copy paper and just lay it down. And these things are cheap, too. I paid like 28 bucks for this. It was on sale, kind of, but it seems like they kind of always go on sale. I found a listing on AliExpress that was official from their official store for like 28 bucks. So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna get... I'm gonna turn off browser. Oh, no, that's right. I was doing that. So, very, very cool. And definitely my favorite way to play 2D fighter games. So I have Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising. I also have the RPG version, which is Relink, Guilty Gear Strive, JoJo Bizarre Adventure. Dude, if you want that, it's like 10 bucks. It's 10 bucks right now. This game is like usually 50 bucks, and it constantly goes on sale for 80. Don't pay full price for this. I think I even bought it at $10. There's Mortal Kombat 1. I have that. Street Fighter 6. Have that. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot looks really cool, though. I hear the Sparking Zero is amazing. This is like, dude, this game is like, reminds me of classic Budokai Tenkaichi gameplay. The old PS2 ones. This is a little more polished. I like the adventure style. I want to try this, though. I saw my buddy play it, and I'm like, okay, now I have to try it. Mortal Kombat 11 I have. I have all these games, by the way. Xenoverse 1 and 2 I have. Tekken 8. Tekken is probably one of my favorite fighters. It's up there. I think my favorite would have to be Soul Calibur. as a series, speaking purely series-wise. I need to get Fatal Fury. It's a hell of a series. Soul Calibur. And then probably Dead or Alive or Tekken are kind of on the same tier. I love how many characters Tekken has, and they're good-looking characters. I love the look of Tekken's characters. I think actually, there's some DLC I need to get for this now. There is a Season 3 pass, damn it. I need the Season 3 pass. I need to keep all the characters. I'm not... The Street Fighter's up there. It's not my favorite. I bought all the... I think I got the Ultimate. I don't know. I need the Season 3 pass. I don't know how I got... I think I fucked up. Because I don't have the Season 1 pass. I love... Shut up. I don't like... I like Street Fighter. Like, especially the old one. I do not like what they did. Like, the art style of modern Street Fighter... This is going to sound dumb as shit, but it feels woke. I know you won't find it dumb as shit, but there are going to be some people that are going to listen to that in the VOD. And they're going to be like, how the fuck is Street Fighter woke? And, I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying. But let me ask you a question. Could you argue that the corporate art style, that very corporate, minimalist, cartoon, blocky art style is woke? It's woke not because the art style itself is woke, but it's woke because it's often used by woke companies. And, like, I'm not a fan of the art style at all. It looks cool. Like, I like this picture. But I'll be honest, the more I looked at it, I was like, I'm not a big fan of this. I don't like what they did to Chun-Li. She's definitely the MILF mommy look. I don't like it. Like I feel like none of the... This is going to sound dumb. If I can find a picture, or maybe like one of the videos, maybe that'll help. Let's see what this looks like. You know, like, you know what it is? This is going to sound dumb. Maybe it's not woke. Maybe woke is the wrong... I don't like the art style because I don't feel like any of the characters are attractive. Maybe that's why I think it's kind of like I'm using woke. And I use woke. I don't like the word woke. And I know it's probably... I'm using it more as a joke. I'm using it more as a joke. But also not, because I really... Like I said, I just don't think... Like, I'm sorry. I need attractive characters for my fighters. Soul Calibur, Dead or Alive, Tekken, great attractive characters. Street Fighter, not great attractive characters, especially not the new one. I'd rather just play, whatchamacallit. Speaking of which, Soul Calibur. I mean, not the most attractive female characters, but attractive enough. And God, I just so much nostalgia for this game, playing the GameCube one. Where I was like, hey, if I've never played it, have it. Capcom Fighting Collection, have it. Kakarot, have it. Let's see if there's ones I don't have. I don't have this yet, but it's on my... I don't have this. I don't have this. Castle Crashers is a fighting game. I have Tekken 7. Dead or Alive 6. Great. I don't have this. I don't have rounds. Big Fight the game. Max Respect, something I don't have for you, but I have it the game. I need my Gunner bait in my fighting games. I'm sorry. I like to play as the hot female characters when there's no hot female characters. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with my life? But that said, I recognize... I never have the history of Street Fighter that some people have, you know? So it's like... Alright, we're gonna go to that. I'm not gonna go through. I don't think there's actually anything you can... I disagree, man. What the fuck do I get back? How do I open up the map? There we go. I'm gonna go to Suo. But like Tekken, and like even sometimes I don't play Tekken as the attractive characters. I feel like with 8, Or even with 7, I main is like the Russian bitch who throws her head at people and turns her hands into chainsaws. She's a ton of fun to play. The Polish woman's a ton of fun to play. Sometimes I play as the panda or bear, the normal bear, Kuruma I think his name is, because panda, funny. It's also raging panda, raging gauge, etc., etc., etc. I play as Bob because Redditor.
Mandatory curfew is in effect. All citizens, please remain.
I don't know. At the end of the stream, probably.
Do not be deceived by unverified information.
Uh-oh. Information control.
Unverified information, my ass. You can't.
Everyone, please calm down. Do not leave your domiciles without permission.
Domiciles.
The government was tricking us. Who's going to believe you now?
There's more confusion than I thought.
People were already on edge after Seiron's rebellion.
I don't like Mortal Kombat. I don't hate it, I just don't like it. It is very complicated to play. And no Gunner bait. Not true, actually. There's the one female character, I think it's Mila or whatever. Both of them are pretty hot. Especially in some of the games. I think that's part of the reason why Mortal Kombat 10 is one of my favorites. Because, oh, I wanted to get Mortal Kombat, speaking of which, I wanted to get Mortal Kombat 9 on Steam. It is no longer, it's not available. I wanted to buy it, it is not available anymore. So, if you have a key, I would love to have it. The fatalities are so difficult to pull off. It annoys me that these people keep removing games. Like, yeah, okay, it's an old-ass game, but, like, some of us want it. You could emulate it, which will probably be what I'll end up doing. I'll probably end up buying... Take a risk. If the key is duped, you contact the seller and ask for a legit key. We have many people buying keys, like 85% success rate. So sad. Honestly, here's my thing. Mortal Kombat has a lot of attacks, and that's why, like, my one problem with Dead or Alive is that there's not a lot of, like, moves I feel like you can do, but it also benefits from being very simple combat, which is nice. Tekken reaches a nice middle ground, and Mortal Kombat is just fucking annoyingly difficult. Don't ask me about Street Fighter.
Their reaction is completely warranted after being shown a video like that.
I'm assuming you all saw the video as well?
I need to at least finish my...
Yeah, we did. A lot of it was information we learned in Togetsu, but it carried more...
We used our Habaki knowing this would happen. But to live with what we did, we...
Someone is coming.
I need to figure out... I need to
An
get
enemy?
to the rest stage.
What?
Good. Finally. I've been looking for...
Major General...
I've been worried about you. We haven't seen each other.
Karin saved me at the last second.
What?
Next thing I noticed, Seiron had taken me in.
Seiron? I'm glad you're alive, but it looks like...
Nothing to worry about. More importantly, there's something I need to tell Yuito.
Me?
Togetsu has sent people after you. We managed to drive them off because we noticed their movements early enough. But there could be more next time. I want you to be careful.
Wait, the whole Togetsu detachment?
I just talked. It was the...
You got Seiron to take action? You act like that's not even a big deal. Just how in the world did you...
I was afraid they'd not only be after Kassan.
Anyway, we're finally together again. I'm sure we all...
Are you even in any condition to walk? You look pretty haggard.
The game
Perhaps I'm a little
gives me
sleep
Fire
deprived.
Emblem vibes as a
The
whole.
rest is not exactly an option right now.
I didn't know you played Fire Emblem.
We should get somewhere safe.
Major General!
Dude just fucking collapses.
okay?
We should get somewhere safe and...
Don't cause a scene or you'll gather attention.
We should all go back to my hideout to
Hey,
give Major
you
General
mean.
Fubuki some much-needed rest.
Let me see what ones. I need to get 3 houses for my actual Switch, but I beat it on emulator.
Thanks for having us. Wow. So this is your guys' hideout.
Is it the same type of unit we use?
The make looks identical.
I'm just gonna search for Fire Emblem on my game. These are the physical. I mean, I have all the.
How was the Major General?
I
gave him first aid.
Birthright.
The sedative seems to have worked, so he is resting.
Fate's Conquest. I also have
Looks
the
like
DL.
you.
I also, before the 3DS shop shut down, I got the DLC for both Fate's Birthright and Conquest. So like, I could put in either cartridge, and so if I have Birthright, I have the Conquest DLC and the like combined ending. I also have for Conquest, I have the Birthright and the other ending. So I have all the DLC for both of them. So I can have all the storylines. I did not buy the extra stories because that would have been a lot of money, and I didn't have the money. But I can always mod it because my 3DS is modded, which is nice. But I wanted to at least own the main DLC. Fates is actually one of the lesser liked ones, I believe. I don't think it was the one. I think it was Awakening is the one people consider save the franchise. Fates is not liked a ton. Not sure what you're talking about then. Birthright and Conquest are the two for Fates. They did like a Pokemon-like thing. I have Fire Emblem Awakening, which is considered one of the best. I have Echoes, Shadows of Valentia, which is I have basically all the 3DS ones because I wanted to get all the ones for 3DS, and then I have Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for the GameCube, which that game cost me $330 out the door. I bought it on Steam, or not Steam. I paid the money. I decided to get it for physical copy at its absolute peak. I spent $300. I put it as $300, so maybe it wasn't $330, but it was in absolute impeccable condition. It was literally the most. It was. Path of Radiance is a classic. It's got this beautiful, more hand-drawn style art styles for the GameCube. It's the first one that came to console here. Currently, complete in box, you're gonna spend about like $215. I bought it when it peaked at like $300. I thought I spent $30 for shipping. Maybe I didn't put the shipping cost in there, but it is in flawless condition. Then immediately, as soon as I did that, the price started coming down. So, but I don't regret it.
Overused his power. You could see the exhaustion.
Don't worry, he's not in any real danger. He's a lot tougher than he looks.
Three Houses is fun. Three Houses has a pretty cool mechanic that starts you off. So like, you'll do a mission, and then you kind of like run around the school, and in like an interim phase, kind of like this has, and you meet people and you talk to them and you train and you do all your bond stuff, and then you do a mission. It's really a cool way to do it. I only have a red one. I want to get the Fire Emblem Fates 3DS console. That's like $900. Maybe I can get it for $500. But like a good quality one's gonna cost. It might have gone up. It's been a while since I looked at it because it's not cheap. But it's a really nice special edition one. I have the new 3DS XL, but I want to get the one. There's a new 3DS XL that's that, and it looks nicer. And then I would have to. I think it would be Xenoblade. But yeah, so that's expensive. I need more space for more Switch games, but I have.
I guess we need to wait to talk to him.
So, are you guys okay sharing this hideout with everyone?
Great.
It's going to be a little crowded.
That would be convenient. We should sort our belongings then.
I need to get Radiant Dawn as well for the Wii.
Kagero, what are you going to do about Yuito? I think it's probably best we decide on something.
Oh, you're going to bring that up. I guess that makes sense. I promise.
What? Yep. Standby Phase 9. So basically, it's kind of like Fire Emblem, where you have these standby phases. There's also story quests, side quests you can do, which are nice. You got like Bond episodes.
Assassination.
All right.
I haven't had this.
me save. I need to eat something. I'm freaking hungry. Let's deal with it.
Say anything about it yet.
Alright.
I have to tell him.
I'm not gonna play it on video. You said the Epstein one, but I'll listen to it. Robotic alchemic drive? Rad. I think I have it. I should. There it is. Robot alchemic drive. That is for PS2. Injured, good luck, you injured piece of shit. What the fuck? Oh, that's gay as shit. Epstein versus Diddy. Unable to watch on Discord. Fuck you. UMG, suck my schlong. You're gonna miss part of it, it seems. 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Perfect. I am. Baby oil. I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of dumb. What the fuck? I'm just... Dude, I'm gonna have to open up again. I'm gonna get ads. Was there a temple on Epstein Island? You've got me curious now. Was there a Jewish temple? He did! Oh wait, no. Based on reports, court documents, investigation, there's no evidence that Jewish temple or synagogue was built on a distinctive blue and white striped building. Oh, okay. It was not a religious structure. It was a music pavilion. He played the piano. I don't give a shit about the Epstein files. Doesn't really affect my life all that much. So we have an option. We can play more Grand Theft Auto 4 for the rest of the night. Or we could play Yakuza. The first one that I've been working on. Close that. I'll be honest, there's not much of a reaction. It's just them like fighting, but it's kind of, yeah, it's like AI slots. It's like, okay, cool, but it's not really enough to give me a reaction. Why the fuck is Dino Crisis not in a I need to go in Steam. There we go. So I'm sorry I cucked you on the Epstein versus Diddy reaction, but there's... So are we playing Yakuza or are we playing GTA? I need to eat for like 5. I need to like grab something to eat, dude. Freaking hungry. I want an answer first. Let's do it. Let's play some music. Give me like 5 minutes to grab something to eat. And then we'll be starting it up. Holy shit. Dude, you're never gonna believe this. So, I'm eating, right? And when I eat, I like to scroll through YouTube shorts. Look at this shit. Well, let me get to where you can see it. Look at this shit. I fucking pulled my own damn stream! I pulled my own stream! Dude, that's fucking legendary! That's me! Guys, that's me! Yeah! Tell me that ain't cool as shit. Oh my fucking god. Let's play some Yakuza. Specifically, this is Yakuza Kiwami. We're gonna change the tone. I'm just gonna change this to Yakuza Kiwami. That is the coolest shit ever, dude. I can't believe I fucking got my own stream in the shorts reel. I'm giving myself a heart. And a 100. Oh, yeah. Look at all that! Oh! If you can't love yourself, who else can love you? Let's start. Oh, shit. He left. Oh, well. I kind of don't want to play Yakuza. Watch it, Goyam. What the fuck? Oh, you're sending me... Oh, my lord. Dude just sent me the Epstein files. What is this? Bad voice what? Oh, it's robot, not chemical. Maybe we'll just watch some funny videos. I saw. Yeah, here. I think we're just gonna watch some funny videos and then call it. Because, like, what's his name left? Oh shit. Oh, you did send it to me. I gotta see this shit real quick. I know I said I was gonna watch whatchamacallit, but like this looks like some wild shit, so we're gonna do it. Dude, we pulled our own stream. Like I was eating food, right? Just scrolling through YouTube Shorts for a minute, and I pulled my own fucking stream on YouTube Shorts as I was on like the very last one, which was fucking amazing. So this was sent to me by Leaf. Oh, hold on. There we go. This is apparently from Robot Alchemical Drive.
It is cheaper to buy vegetables here.
What the fuck did I just want? POV puts out the Poke MMO community again?
So, back in the day, jingle, 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 back in the day, before the backrooms were a thing, okay? Jingle, jingle, pay attention, I said your favorite word, the backrooms, okay? The backrooms, dingle, dangle, dingle, dangle. Okay, before that was a thing, the concept of a place with endless impossible, dingle, dangle, dingle, dingle, jingle, jangle, it's okay, look at the shiny. Before the backrooms were the thing, the impossible geometry of endless landscapes was all what SCP was about. Okay, that's what it was about. You know, jingle, jingle. You know, offices. You love offices. You love endless offices. That's what this is. That's what this is. Except it's stairs. It's stairs. Jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle. It's stairs.
What the fuck? Wait. Hold on. Wait. There was.
So.
There was a I was like, is there a
about you know you love offices. You love stairs.
You look awfully pale. Are you sure you're all right? Huh? Do you think so? I think I'm okay. Are you eating properly? Yep.
No, I'm not watching more.
Really? I really am eating. This morning I had some soup. What kind of soup? What's in it?
This reminds me of What are those fucking memes?
Bread?
Why are you buying clothes
Bread?
at the soup store?
That's what's
Fuck
in the soup.
you! What was the other one?
I dice bread, fry it in oil, then boil it in water.
Talking to the Deus Ex.
It's a proper meal. It's called bread and water soup.
The fuck?
So, it is bread and water?
What is happening?
And I flavor it with salt. I'll
Salt?
treat you sometime.
This is malnutrition in a... What did I just watch? Oh, hey, here's the one I wanted to watch. I'm not checking my, DM. Oh, it's just...
You're looking pale. Is there something wrong?
Huh? Dice bread, fry it in oil.
Oh, it's the same one. Why did that just have both?
Hi! How may I help you? Oh!
Then now? You're working here now?
No, I did not see that.
Yep, I'm a grocer now.
You switched jobs.
Where I last worked, well, a robot flattened it. I had no money and no work when I found this live-in job.
What?
I get it.
Nanau's a wonderful girl. She's really been a great help.
It's true. I hope she won't leave us. Why, she's like the daughter that I never had.
Thank you. I really enjoy working here.
Then now, good for you. Hang in there.
Will do.
What is this actually?
I'd better get to work. You be good too.
This game is $300? This game is $300?
It's good things worked out for the now. The grocers appear to be decent people too. The now's been alone since her grandma died.
Oh, wait.
Yeah?
Look at this shit.
You were worried about me, weren't you? Thank you.
300
I'm glad you came by.
Yeah, I'd heard you found a new job. The owners appear to be decent people. Good for you.
There it is.
Yes. But I think the store's in trouble. A big supermarket opened nearby. They're taking the customers.
This supermarket.
That's not all. That real estate agency. They're trying to get the store's land.
How long does this go?
They've been harassing the Yaos.
7 minutes. Where's the accent?
On map.
He's gonna flatten it.
What?
Whoops, there goes the supermarket. My lord. I definitely want to buy this game at some point. Fucking incredible. Play some Yakuza. I don't know how much we're gonna play, but we're gonna play some. Yeah, well, wouldn't be the first time I spent $300 on a game. I mean, I need to get, there's a shirt I need for like $25. I have one, the problem is, dude, I watched it. It's just, there's not much to watch, honestly. I can't spend all day just watching whatchamacallit. Dude, it's 3.5 hours. Doesn't feel like we've done 3.5 hours worth of gaming. Continue the story. There's a shirt I have that's a nice it's by Chinatown Market. It's got this anime girl on it, but what's the green thing? Oh no, what the fuck? Goons! Goons! Fuck. Fuck off. Let's pick up. Boom! What the fuck? I'm not reading that. Save here. Wata, yes. This is Bruce Lee's favorite game. What the fuck? Stop in the name of the law. Kiryu-chan. Spread 'em. There's a shirt I have. The problem is I got it in a large and it's a bit small. Uh-oh, we got ads. Save again. I feel like doing that again. What was I thinking? Ooh, hey. Free shit. The bug lady. And the thing is, I needed an XL. I really want to buy it, and the guy's like, "Oh, 25 bucks." It's substantially cheaper than he was offering it for 5% off. Woo. So, oh, sorry, it's $28.49. No, that's actually, never mind. It's not. It's only 29. It's like 28. It's only 5%, not $5. $5. I'd be like 25. I'd probably be like, yeah, sure. Where are we going? Oh, we gotta go up to the park. Guess we're fighting them. Ads! There we go. Ooh! This game, man. You're talking about the one that already released? Yakuza Kiwami 3? This is Kiwami 1, so this is a remake of the first game. Are you talking about the one that already released? Apparently it's bad. Mostly because, I mean, people complained about the game. I think it looks great. Why do you keep sending shit to my DMs? Just tell me what it is. What the fuck? Oh my god, did you just send it to... What the fuck? $1... It's not Yakuza. Apparently in Yakuza 3 though, they cut like 80 out of the 120 side stories for the remake for some reason. That's why people said don't buy it.
いいからこっちおいでって何にもしないんだからさ。
嫌です。
何を？おいこの役。
Yaku donkey. Call him a Yaku donkey. Holy shit!
なんだよ。そんなんでビビると思ってんのか？
消えなさいよ、この酔っ払い。
知るか、ナップス。
ありがとうございました。親父超しつこくって。私、マイって言います。もしよかったら、すぐそこにいいお店があ
Why
る
are
ん
we
です。
going to a bar with this lady?
お礼に一杯おごらせてもらえませんか？
Yeah, let's do it.
美人の誘いは断らないことにしてるんだ。
そんな美人だなんて。でもよかった。
I can't believe they did like. Apparently they removed a shit ton of the side stories, which is.
ここ、私の行きつけの店なんです。お兄さんにも気に入ってもらえるといいですけど。私って酔うと男の人に甘えちゃうんですよね。だから気をつけるようにはしてるんですけど、お兄さんみたいな人とだったら安心して飲めちゃうかも。
Okay.
私、男はやっぱり強くなきゃダメだと思うんです。その点、お兄さんは凄みもあるし、ワイルドだし、なんか好きになっちゃいそう。
Damn.
お兄さん
The
は
boobs.
マイのことどう思います？
Sure, let's lean into it.
可愛いよ。食べちゃいたいくらいだ。
本当ですか？やだ、恥ずかしい。けど嬉しい。前は今が食べ頃だから。
Right.
お兄さんみたいな人に
Right.
食べてほしいの。
What? Cannibalism.
遠慮しないでね。前のおごり。乾杯しよう。
I feel like I'm gonna lose a kidney.
二人の暑い夜に。
I feel like I'm about to lose a kidney.
乾杯しよう。
Or you get drugged and wake up in a ice bath without a kidney.
あっちの方も。私ね、お兄さん。ここんとこついてなく
Eyes
て
are
さ。
wandering.
男運が悪いっていうか。でも、それも今日でおしまいかもね。
My lord. Another one? I am definitely losing a kidney. This lady is going to cut a kidney out of my body.
だから、もう少し付き合ってね。乾杯。
Taste what? Oh, it's cannibalism art. Okay.
乾杯しよう。
素敵。もううっとりしちゃう。
I'm gonna lose a kidney.
あら、どうかした？
There he goes.
お客さん、大丈夫ですかい？
Under. You know, losing a kidney. There it goes.
おい、おい、あんた、大丈夫か？
I should ask you the same thing.
やられたな、あんた。あの女、ぼったくりのキャッチだったんだ。
I remember I love the fishes.
この町じゃよくあることさ。ま、勉強代だと思いなよ。
What the fuck? Did I actually lose any money? Oh shit, I think I did. I don't know. I'm very confused how this works. Whoa. Ooh. Guess we got. I told you. At least I still have my kidneys. God damn it! She stole my lung. You know what? I'm gonna go. We're gonna go. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna fight these guys. Where are they? Let's go. Got him. $2. There we go. I think I am gonna watch that. There we go. At least I beat a couple thousand yen out of them. Excuse me. I know, right? They're so very nice. I do like the fact that I can. I do like that this. So the original Yakuza Kiwami release, that's now called Legacy, would not work with the PS4 controller. So it is very nice that this one does. Are you sure? We're gonna watch the Epstein maze, and I think we're gonna call it because I want to edit that meme where I found my own stream. That is fucking hilarious. I can't believe I actually found my own stream. That is a thing of beauty. And then I need to get to sleep. So let's see this dumb Epstein meme maze thing. 7 new comments. Okay, V2 Studio. Oh yeah, this guy. It's a short. Okay. What I'm doing.
Let's say you've been a bad girl. Let's say, hypothetically, you've been a naughty girl even. Okay. And if you were a naughty girl, you would also be my dirty little slut, right?
What the fuck is
Then,
this quote from?
hypothetically speaking, you would be my little cum slut. Now, let's say that you're also daddy's girl. Now that we've established that you're both a bad girl and daddy's girl, then I believe you'd agree with me when I say that you deserve a spanking. Am I not correct? A bad girl deserves a spanking. And as I am daddy, you are my girl, so I am the one who must provide punishment. Let's
see what the comments say. Being stuck in here for all eternity. This is what purgatory looks like. Ben Shapiro dominates you with facts and logic. Cosmic Heart. Chris is extremely cursed. This trigger might fight or flight like you wouldn't believe. There are only 2 genders, daddy and kitten. Word of advice, don't watch this with a migraine. Category gaming. What happens if you hit the wall? Like I am not the powerhouses. I almost forgot to watch this again. God damn it. And I think with that, our timely show has come to an untimely end. Thank you all. It's been real. It's been fun. But it hasn't been real fun. You stay classy, Internet.